Yep, but we truly are recording now, and it begins in 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to There Will Be Dungeons. Time for us to play D&D with myself, Bo Schwartz, John Jagger, Kristen Ashton, Kyle Ferguson, and Baby Chunks. I'm Scott Johnson, and we are ready to play. Before we get going, though, a quick mention of our friends over at phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD, where you can get teas based on our campaign. Yes, that's right. You want Pixie Blush? It's my favorite. You can get that and many more choices. And there's a tea for every occasion, every taste, everything. Go check it out. phoenixpearltea.com/TWBD. As always, we throw it to Kristen to catch us up on what happened last time on There Will Be Dungeons.
Last time on There Will Be Dungeons, they entered Elhandar. A rainbow road rushed them to a room replete with fascinated fae, fervent for their fable. An elder elf conducted the conversation, saluting Stanley as he simultaneously sought to seduce the newcomer into seeing the story of the Sylvan situation, a proposition purposefully parried. The warm welcome was winding down, but a portal popped the principal into the Palladium. He declared his deification and demanded the elves enlist. Stanley stood stalwart, insulting the interrupter. But rather than rile, the fearsome figure floated Stanley to him, whispering worrying words. As promptly as the principal pried in, he parted. The conference also concluded. Now the team was taken to their temporary tenant, a cozy cottage fixed in the forest where they were welcome to enjoy ease. A final farewell for Squirts started their stay, and Bok retired to rear Chunks as the rest recuperated. Days dallied, and a meeting was mandated. They had quantifiable quests, but required a refocus. What they needed was increased information. Nobieri knocked and told of the tieflings still tarrying, including Eminel. He initiated an increased insight into Hope's insurrection while the three routed to reconvene with the Elder Elf. But before badgering the Biodome's boss, we turned to Hope's shot at a ship to purloin the prodigal peeper. How will they draw a dispatch? How hard will the heist be? And just what will happen if the Eye is evicted? Stay tuned for today's adventure following the fearsome feats and bruising beats of the Hell Squad.
All right, Bo, we put it in your capable hands.
All right, when last we left Hope and her minions, she was coming from the Council of Clowns deep within Pandemonium, having successfully obtained the name where the other piece of the Voices armaments rest, Pentel Vice. Hope opens up a portal using her ring with the destination to Bachos in the hive of Sigil. The portal opens up and Hope walks through.
No, Hope doesn't walk through.
Oh, you don't?
Hope stops and she stares at the portal.
Okay.
And then she closes it.
Oh.
And she sits there thinking for a few minutes.
That'll expend it.
That's okay, because after a few minutes, she'll walk up to Dr. Spider and she'll slap him across the face.
Oh.
And that's an evil act, I think.
Wow.
I think.
Let's have a look at this ring here. Let's see. You're really testing the boundaries.
Truly, no greater evil
right?
than slapping a Dr. Spider in the face.
Yeah.
Who wants to get
hollow
slapped
ring.
in the face without warning?
Especially a doctor.
With a baby.
That's right. A doctor with a baby.
You have to go a little further than slapping someone on the face.
Okay, she'll take out the dagger and stick it in one of his legs.
What?
Well, that's
Make
evil.
an attack roll, please.
Okay.
That's evil right there.
Let's see. Oh, jeez. There it is. There's my dagger.
I mean, do you let it happen, Dr. Spider, or?
I'm recovering from the slap, and then she stabs me, so I think it's just happening quick.
Are you guys okay? Did you have a fight this morning?
I'm gonna mess your D&D character up today already.
All right, it's a 23.
That's a hit.
All right. Hope turns around and stabs you in the leg, Dr. Spider. Roll for damage, please, Hope.
Okay, is this an evil enough act?
I need the damage first.
11 damage.
Oh my gosh.
Subtract the damage from your hit points, Dr. Spider.
That's evil.
Now, to be fair, wait, hang on though, because with a long rest as my radiant feature, I have 15 temporary hit points, so it hits me and blows my shield, but my hit points are undisturbed. So, I guess I took a force slap to the face for no real damage, and then a stab that didn't make me bleed. So, if anything, I'm a confused Dr. Spider.
Yeah, you slap the spider, Hope. You attempt to stab it. It doesn't go in deep. Not evil enough.
Not evil enough.
Oh man.
Not yet. You feel an urge to strike further.
No.
As the taste of violence enters, you feel the urge to continue.
Okay, she's still gonna go for the legs. Nothing, no vital organs or anything.
All right, make an attack roll.
Wait, can I scurry up a nearby wall?
27.
Okay, it's a hit. Roll a damage.
11 again.
Okay. Deduct another 11. Now we need to give, from the surprise of all this, we need to give Dr. Spider an opportunity to react in some way. All right, you've been struck 3 times. Has it penetrated your regular hit points? Sorry for the use of the word penetrated. I didn't know how else to describe getting past temporary hit points.
The word is perfectly fine.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
You made it weird.
I'm waiting for Kyle to be like, yeah, it was fine. But Kyle's face is stuck in, I think he's still... What's going on over there?
Oh, is he frozen? No, he's smiling.
No. Excuse me. I'm just seeing if I were to web myself, as it were.
Do you have a reaction speed ability?
As a bonus action in shock, I shoot web everywhere and scurry up a nearby wall.
Okay, perfect.
This is a 20
She's drawn blood this time, right?
Yeah, 20-foot cube pointing at Hope. And let's see what it does. Oh, they must make a dexterity saving throw, or the creature is, scrolling down, restrained.
Oh, so you're shooting your webs on everyone?
Yes, everyone in there. You know, like a octopus might ink itself in fear. This is my reaction to being stabbed randomly by Hope.
Okay, so hang on. You got to pick you're using the web feature, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that means you can shoot it 60 feet, 20 foot square foot area. So you can shoot it somewhere randomly if you like, or you can shoot it somewhere specific.
Oh no, just everywhere in front of me. I want to restrain all assailants before I scurry up the wall.
All right, well, the 3 of you make your dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 9.
What's the DC?
15.
Okay.
A 9 as well.
16 for me.
Okay, so what does the throw do?
They are now restrained.
Did we all?
Each creature starts to turn its webs, or that enters during its turn must make a dexterity save. Okay, so yeah, Blood Skunk, you're able to get out. You just walk away from the webbing that's on its way.
Okay.
Both Serious Business and Hope are restrained by webs as Dr. Spider scurries up the wall. And keep in mind, you're in an empty cavern. This was where the council was, but it's just an empty, barren cave at this time.
Now, Hope, what is the meaning of this?
Does the ring feel recharged?
No.
Damn it.
I'm just restrained, right? I can still see.
Yes.
All right.
Like, there's webbing in your eye a little bit, but you can see.
I'm going to manifest my echo, and an echo appears, a shadowy echo of Sirius appears, and then flip and teleport and swap positions, so now I'm outside of the webbing.
Okay.
Nice.
That is nice.
Is there something I can help you with? What is the meaning of this?
How do I get out of restrained?
You just
You
have
can
to keep making dexterity saving throws.
Looks
Oh,
like
They
it's
are
a strength
flammable
check.
as well. Mm.
All right, I'll make a saving throw here before. 13. That's not going to do it.
All right, make your strength check. Creature against, so it's 15 again. Spell
All
save
right,
DC.
15. I rolled a 15.
All right, Hope, you tear your way out of the webs, frustrated, like spitting out pieces of webbing. Dr. Spider's up on the wall looking down at you, scurrying around.
All right, so I can't get to him. So where's the Harlequin? Harlequinari.
He's behind you.
Yeah, I'm just
Blood
there.
skunk.
Yeah.
All right, Hope will then turn her gaze to Blood Skunk and go for stab on the foot. Where his peaky toe was cut off already.
Are we? Did you? Was there some intent behind this, Hope, or did you accidentally close the portal and screwed up and now want to go again?
No. Hope closed it on purpose, but she knows she needs to
just making sure, because we can solve that. Okay, perfect. Blood skunk.
Well, hold on. If she's restrained, I can just
walking towards you, Terminator style. No, she broke out.
Oh, she broke out. Okay, so she's
And
totally
she's walking
out.
towards you, Terminator style, with knife in hand. It's a knife, right?
I will kneel before her and say, "My queen, take one of my ears."
Hopeful, turn the dagger around so you can grab the hilt and say, "Cut it off yourself."
That's pretty
Why?
evil. That's pretty evil. We committed to do all she said. Spider Doctor Man.
I agreed to help and give counsel. This is not with meaning. Hope, please, come to your senses and explain yourself.
Yeah, I gotta say, you're interpreting our job here way differently than how I interpreted it.
I'll tell you later, but I can't tell you right now.
I remember a time she said that she would have our ear. I think I understand now. Take mine. Take it. Take my ear.
The hell?
Hopeful turn the dagger back around and cut the ear off. The left ear.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna let her
that happen.
Yeah, I'm letting it happen. I can still hear through the little hole that's left.
No attack roll. Deal crit damage with your dagger.
Okay.
Crit, really?
18.
Jeez. Did it have to be crit?
All right.
All right.
You're getting your ear cut off, my friend. 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Not temporary. If you have any temporary, they don't count.
Yeah, I'm down to a nice 83 out of 100.
Actually, you just lose any temporary hit points if you had any. Then you lose the 18.
Yeah.
And you lose your ear. Do you grab his head and cut it off, or do you not touch him and just saw it off?
No, I'd grab the ear out.
Yeah.
Pull it away from the head and then just saw through.
And I would
through and
yeah, and I would grimace real hard, but I would let it happen.
Do you laugh at all?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Perfect.
That's for private time later.
You slice off Blood Skunk's ear. Blood Skunk, you feel warm liquid pouring down the side of your head as your ear comes loose, and all of a sudden you can't hear out of that ear.
I will say, let it be remembered I made my sacrifice willingly. And then I'll just stay bowed in this position, dripping blood down my neck and face.
All right. And as you have the ear in your hand, Hope, and you look to consider it, the blood drips down your fingers and onto the ring. And you feel the ring energize. It becomes warm. Which is saying a lot, considering you can't feel warmth normally.
Cool. Hope will hand the ear back to Bloodskunk and call up to Dr. Spider. Now heal him. And then Hope will snap her finger and open a portal to the dock they left from to go to the White Tower.
Oh, the dock you left
The
from
docks.
to go to the White Tower?
Yeah, where the ships all were.
I don't remember this place. Wait, the dock you left for the White Tower. Oh, when you first
Sigil?
left.
Yeah, when we first
Sigil.
left.
Oh. Okay. Not when they came back, right? Okay.
Correct, because Hope wouldn't have been with them for that one.
Perfect. The portal opens up. How much time do you have?
We probably have to go through it. Let's go. And Hope will start walking through.
Sorry, I've got to see what timing is. Okay, Hope's walking through the portal. Rest of the team, what are you doing?
I'm gonna follow.
I chase Bloodskunk while healing his ear.
I follow behind the two of them going, I don't know what you two did to make her mad, but oh boy, I'm glad it wasn't me.
Listen,
All right.
and I'll tell a Holoquinari joke. I'll say, Asterius, she now, anytime she needs to talk to me, she has my ear. Like that.
All right. The four of you walk through the portal and arrive in Sigil at the docks. There you see two airships parked in in different parts of the hangar bay. You see that there's a big house, not house, but like a big building where, the dockmaster is likely conducting business from. There are gnomes and dwarves and various races, either loading docks, tying rope to things, or getting ships ready for departure. It's quite busy. As the portal opens up, a bunch of people turn around and look at you and just kind of stare. And one of the dwarves goes, "Well, would you look at that? Don't see that every day." He shrugs and he gets back to working.
Bloodskunk is healed for 11 hit points.
Thank you.
Nice.
You didn't have to expend a slot, did you, I hope?
No, this is healing light, so I'm expending a cache of healing I have with 12, and I spent 2. So
Okay,
we're good.
cool. Perfect. I have cure
Okay.
wounds, but I could, it cost me a slot.
Okay, so the wound on your ear closes up, and now you just got a hole on the one side.
Sweet. I look forward to when I can have another hole on the other side.
You already do, but
That's
okay.
cool. No, I mean like without all the fleshy ear on the other side. I just want like,
I got it.
Voldemort.
I mean, why
looking
wait?
Snakehead.
Why wait?
No, it's there
We
for
gotta
the
recharge the ring at some point.
Yeah, it's there for the taking when you need it.
Okay. What do you guys
Cool.
want to do?
So Hope's gonna turn to the three, and she's gonna go, the clowns were right. I haven't been doing everything I can. I don't want to be indebted to that dragon. I don't want to be indebted to anybody. I need to make this happen on my own. So we need 2 pieces of information before we take one of these ships. Well, let me backtrack. We need 2 things. We need to figure out how to get to that jail and bring someone with us who knows how to get us there. And we need a ship to take us. Thoughts?
Well, I found the threat of violence a really good motivator for getting what you want.
Good.
I know nothing of this place, but we can take what we need by force.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Say that again in my good ear. I'll turn this on.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Affirmative.
And Spider, you seem to be the talker of the group.
Well, you could have informed me that this was your plan to begin with. There was no
If I
need
did,
for...
but it worked. I don't know.
Explain this ability.
You see this ring? I have to do something evil in order to get us the ability to travel.
Oh, is that all? Well, might I suggest we craft a belt and strap several small children to it by chains. And then you can have children follow you everywhere you go. 5 children, perhaps? 5 evil deeds, constantly being made.
Maybe in the future, but right now we need to find someone who would know to get us how to get us to the prison, and we need a ship that could take us there.
Very well. And here we find ourselves at a dock. Yes?
Yes.
Well then, shall we begin our tour?
Lead on.
What would you like to do?
I would like to scurry out ahead of the group and cast Sickening Radiance on the room.
So you want to? Sorry. So this is a large area. It's docks. It's inside of Sigil, but it's open air. You can't feel the whole place with your sickness, I don't think.
What's the range?
It's a range of 120 feet with a 30-foot sphere.
Okay. So do you want to direct the sickness somewhere? Like at a target in particular?
Hang on, I'm just reading the ability and seeing if I can move it once I cast it.
Okay.
Exhaustion. Choose within range. It looks like it's stagnant, so I wouldn't. Never mind. Cancel that idea.
Okay.
Be perfect for like a bar or something. Like a tavern.
Do you need resituation to be resituated? I didn't give a lot of detail about where you were. Okay. I'll take that as yes. So you are in this docks area inside of Sigil. So it's an open air space, very large, but you don't actually see any exterior. It's all closed in by walls. It's just very massive area. There's this place, there's this like platform in this large room where the dockmaster's house sits, and then 2 ships. One, I would say, never eat shredded wheat, east, and one on the north side of the platform, the house being in the southwest corner of the raised platform. There are dock workers all around. There are boxes and crates. You can go into the dockmaster's house, or you can examine one of the 2 ships. Both ships look fairly much like a air frigate of some kind. Lots of sails, definitely airships. You don't know much about them apart from that, but they're beginning to look familiar to you, Hope, as air transportation.
Cool. Well then, you think the dockmaster would have the information we need? We could rifle through his papers, get him to talk, tell us about what he knows.
I mean, maybe. I'm thinking maybe more about acquiring a ship. How does becoming a captain work? You challenge the other captain, and if you kill him, you become the captain?
Possibly.
I could do that.
Yeah. Let's go talk to the dockmaster. And Hope will begin walking that way.
Okay. So you make your way to the dockmaster's house. Now, the house, I say a house, it's a 3-story building. Each floor looks a little smaller than the one beneath it. You can see on one side that it looks mainly like a housing storage unit for supplies either coming in or coming off the ships. the main entrance has like some steps up and then a veranda on it, and then a main entrance, and the doors are wide open. People are coming in and out. As you walk in, a dwarf bids you a good day, and you make your way in, and inside there's all kinds of junk everywhere, just overflowing, hasn't been cleaned in forever. You know, pitchforks, barrels of maybe alcohol, you assume. As you make your way to the back, there's a table with a lot of maps and papers on it, and large metal devices like a sextant and things of that nature. In the back, there's like a big bottle with a boat inside the bottle, and chains and various items are dangling from the top of the dockmaster's room. And there's a human sitting, you know, with a cap, with like one of those, you know, sailing, or almost like a colonialist's cap, right? Like just is it, they call it a tricone?
I don't know. Is that what it's called? A
Yeah.
tricorner. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, got a tricone. He's sitting. His clothes looks like they haven't been washed in years, even though it's not the high seas, it's the high air, but it all still looks filthy. And he's huddled over his maps. And as you walk in the room, he goes, "Yes, yes."
Dr. Spider, could you please lead this conversation?
Dr. Spider. It's a strange name.
Lead the
What can I do for you?
conversation.
We need
Oh,
to
very
book
good.
a ship.
Book.
No. We need a ship.
You want,
We need a ship.
you want me to talk to him?
And I wink 3 eyes at her.
But we don't need too much attention.
I don't want to be misunderstood. I am very good at talking, and I continue to wink, to people who I have disposed of. Yes?
Hope will nod.
Excellent! Sir, you are needed!
And I'll use a bonus action to cast Hex on him.
Yes.
And then I will perform Mental Prison.
Okay. So Hex, what is Hex going to do?
Hex allows me to place a curse on the enemy, and they will take bonus necrotic and, because of my traits, radiant damage.
All right. Is there a save for that or no?
I think
Uh,
the hex just happens.
Yeah, it's just a specialty mark.
Okay, perfect. So you curse them. Got it. And then what was the second action? Sorry.
The second action is Mental Prison, in which he must make an intelligence saving throw of 16.
Hmm. All right. Well, that's a 1.
All right.
Oh.
He's going to take 10d10 damage plus 1d8 radiant.
Okay. 10d10 damage.
I hope he's a hardy worker.
Okay, I'm going to read this out so we all understand what's going on. You attempt to bind a creature with an illusory cell within an illusory cell that only it perceives. One creature you can see within range must make an int saving throw. The target succeeds automatically if it is immune to being charmed. On a successful save, they take 5d10. On a failed save, the target takes 5d10, and you make the area immediately around the target space appear dangerous to it in some way. You might cause the target to perceive itself as being surrounded by fire, floating razors, or hideous maws filled with dripping teeth. Ew. Whatever form the illusion takes, the target can't see or hear anything beyond it and is restrained for the spell's duration. If the target is moved out of the illusion, makes a melee attack through it, or reaches any part of its body through it, they take 10d10 psychic damage. So I take 5d10, and then 10d10 if I try to escape. It sounds
Oh,
like.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So give me my 5d10 damage.
All right, let me math that. So 27 points of damage.
Okay. So what does your spell look like when you cast it? Does it look like nothing? It's just a mental thing? What happens?
This one actually comes from me, not the backpack. So I reach out my arms and kind of grasp the opponent's mind at range, as though grabbing their skull. they are transported to an illusionary operating table where I hover over them while they are strapped down with various belts, with chains hanging from the ceiling, with one of them crazy, bendy dentist lights as I pull it over their face and go, now, and begin my interrogation.
Okay. Unfortunately, you've done enough damage to kill the Dockmaster.
No.
So,
perfect.
In an attempt to do all of this, his head shakes a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, I've got a headache." And then he looks up, and then his eyes just sink back, and he just slumps to the table.
Excellent. He's ready for conversation.
And I make my way over and kind of kick his feet up and put him in a good position, put his hands behind his head and, dust off the chips on his chest. And at will, cast Speak with Dead.
Okay.
While this is going on, because you said it's a fairly busy area, Sirius is going to see that we're murdering somebody, and he's going to go over and grab one of the pitchforks you described and go stand by the door and just inform anybody that tries to come in that the office is closed.
Yeah,
Nice.
and just as you do that, a dwarf is walking in with a pile of crates he's holding, and he looks past the crates up the stairs at you, and he goes, "Excuse me, coming through."
The office is closed currently.
What?
Important internal matters to discuss. Very private, very secret.
Who are you?
I'm the guy telling you to leave.
I don't think Ben hired anyone. I'd have known about it. I work here like 7 days of the week. You're not here to make trouble, are you?
Well, I'm standing in front of a door. I don't see any trouble, but if you're looking for it, you can certainly find it.
Okay, make an intimidation roll, please.
13.
You see the dwarf consider the situation. He thinks better of it, and he says, "I'm gonna go take a break. I'll try again later."
That's a good idea. You seem very tired. Take a break.
Yep. Pelo will be with you.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, Dr. Spider. The Dockmaster has his head is lying like on top of his maps, dead.
It's unfortunate.
Cool. I was propping him up all, real like he's relaxing in his chair, putting his hands behind his head, dusting him off, cleaning him up a little bit, wiping down that face that's a little messy. And I cast as a single action the Speak with Undead at will.
Okay. Now this is 5 yes or no answers. Speak with Undead. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse knows only what it do in life, including... Okay, perfect. So as you cast the spell... So you propped him up and sat him up, okay. So he's...
Speaking of The Witcher, John.
So the corpse is animated at this point and making noises.
Welcome back, sir. My good master here, Hope, has some questions for you. If you'd oblige, Hope, you may proceed.
Says the Dockmaster.
I have a question. Do you know how to get to Pentel Vice?
No.
Do you know anyone who knows how to get to Pentel Vice?
No.
hold on, let me see. I know the clowns. Oh, the Corinthian Nebula. Do you know that place?
Never heard of it. Arr.
And we pronounce it phlogiston space?
Yeah.
All right. Phlogiston space. Have you heard of that one?
Yeah. The corpse doesn't elaborate. Is he not? He's not supposed to elaborate, or is he? You've been giving me yes/no questions. Answers usually brief, cryptic, repetitive. No compulsion to offer truthful answer if you're hostile to it, or if it recognizes you as an enemy.
That's fair. Okay, so it answered yes.
Now, Dr. Spider, as these 4 questions have rung out, you've been doing a psychological assessment on the dead person, and it doesn't seem to know what killed him, considering that he's not hostile towards you, and you would have expected that had he known. So, anyways, you may continue with your last question.
Hold on, I gotta think. This is the last one. How do we get to phlogiston space?
Travel to the prime material plane. You'll find it. It's everywhere. And with that, the corpse begins. It begins expiring. Is it like it loses all bone structure and just starts to go limp and then fall out of its chair? But as it does that, it goes, "I had so much more left to do." And your ring is recharged. Hope.
All right. Material and then book a ship to the Corinthian Nebula. And the prime material, that includes Earth, correct?
Yes. I don't know how much Hope knows. The prime material plane would be the plane of mortal existence. It's very vast. And I guess you don't know what phlogiston is.
No.
Gonna have to ask somebody. Maybe your companions know.
That's true. Did any of that make sense to you guys? Phlogiston space.
No,
You knew that at least.
No idea. Maybe our resident beef product over here heard something that he knows.
What? I was watching the door.
Well, there is one place that had spaceships, apparently, that I knew about on Earth. We book our own ship. And she'll open a portal to Caravalon.
Oh. Where precisely? I think you have to be able to picture it. So I think it's going to be fine. I just want to know what you're thinking of when it comes to Caravalon.
It would be the route that would have led us to the spaceships.
Below.
Yes.
Okay. 1 second. Just reading through the text of the gate. Okay, so you open a portal to Caravalon.
Yes.
Okay, so right there in the room, you hold the ring up, concentrate, and a portal opens up.
Now, before walking through, what does it look like on the other side? Does it look like it would kill us or poison us, or?
You see nothing but earth through. It's very difficult to see through, as there's lots of waves of energy flowing through what you can see, but you don't see anything resembling anything but packed purple earth.
Okay. Hope will curse, and then she'll close the portal. All right, we need to find out how one of these ships work. Let's go find the captain.
It is a precise location, so if you... Yeah. Okay.
A captain, you say?
Captain, and then she'll give an evil smile to Sirius.
Okay, this is gonna be good. Which ship are you thinking?
All right, we walk out and we look at the ships available. Which ships are available?
So you walk out and you look up on the docks, and you see that to the north there's a frigate docked, mostly has gnomes working on it, and then there's a dwarven ship to the east. Again, they're very similar in appearance. These look like everyday work ships for transportation of goods to who knows where. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's two ships. Nothing really distinct about either of them.
We head to the gnome ship. Hope starts walking to the gnome ship.
Okay. So as you head towards that ledge, you see that there's a very narrow plank to walk across and to get onto the ship. The ship's resting on brackets.
If I may, Hope.
Yes.
I've had dealings with these gnomes before.
Okay.
Society-wise, they have a personality to yell for help. Hmm?
Okay. Would the dwarves be less inclined to do so?
And not resistant to illusion, which is always good.
Okay. So we go to the dwarves. And Hope turns to the dwarven ship.
Okay, so you make your way to the dwarven ship, and you notice the same sort of activity. The crates are being loaded, and some crates are being loaded off. There appears to be some kind of taskmaster with a big ledger, a scroll, quill, and feather, just checking the boxes that are going in, going off, and scribbling in his notepad. Doesn't really see you guys approaching or paying much attention. He's focused on the work. He looks very busy, and he looks pressed for time. Do you wait for a clear moment to walk across one of the two planks to the ship?
Yes.
Okay, so you approach the ship, and you wait on the other side, on the platform, and observe the ship. Appears to be loading in and out. There's nothing distinct about this. There's just dwarves all over it, and then there's a dwarf captain or taskmaster. I wouldn't call him a captain. You're not quite sure. Observing the boxes. That's all there is to see.
Okay. Hope we'll start walking up onto the ship.
Okay. So it's gonna need to be a dexterity check, because the dwarves are walking on and off quite quickly, and you have to sneak on in between them or else disrupt the production chain.
Oh dear. Okay. Ooh. A 9.
Okay. So as you go to try and find a convenient spot to walk on, isn't Dex your highest stat?
No, it's strength now.
Oh, it's straight. Oh, interesting. Okay, you bump into one of the dwarves. One of the dwarves falls over the side. He drops the barrel, and the taskmaster goes, "Oi! That's expensive!" And and the dwarf's hanging on by his fingers, and he looks at you and he goes, "Lass, could you help me up?" Puts his hand up.
Hope will look over to the taskmaster. Where is this frigate headed?
He looks at you, and then he looks over at the dwarves. He says, "Help him up! I don't need my insurance to go through the roof. Get him up!" And some dwarves rush around, clasp him, bring him back up. And then he looks to you. The dwarf you knocked down looks to you and says, "You could watch where you're going, eh?" And then he turns around, and he pulls down his pants and shows you his bum. And all the other dwarves go, "Ah!" They're all kind of laughing at you now as he wiggles his little dwarf bum at you. It's full of hair. little lint falls off. And he pulls it back up and.
I'll look back at the three and go, we need to find out where the ship is going and who the captain is.
Yeah, find out who the captain is.
Yes.
You guys say this out loud?
Yeah. I'll look at the little dwarf who's obviously Canadian because he said A at the end of his sentence, and I'll say, take us to your captain. To not take us to your captain will be to your peril.
Dwarf business only. You got no business here. Get on, you mutt.
Are you sure this is the tone?
You look like my mother's cupboard spilled over. All her makeup fell on top of you.
Are you sure this is the tone you will take with me?
Damn right, I'm sure. We're part of the Traders League. What the hell you gonna do?
Immediately,
and all the dwarves put down their work, and the whole boat full of dwarves now sort of looking at you guys with their hands on their hips, waiting to see what happened.
How many are we looking at? How many dwarves?
Maybe 100.
Jeez.
Sirius looks up at the dwarves. Is this the captain? Does he speak for all of yous?
One of the captains near you goes, "Why don't you go pound sand?" They all look at you. None of them are giving you time of day.
Sirius is going to go over and he's going to try and impale the Taskmaster with the pitchfork he's been carrying around.
Okay, attack roll, please.
Now, there's no pitchfork as a weapon. Do you think a trident would be an acceptable substitute?
I guess. I don't know.
Just for stats and purpose?
Yeah, I mean, trident sounds like a weapon of war. A pitchfork probably is a shittier version of a trident, right? So,
Okay.
Do you know how much a trident has for damage dice?
1d6.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, that's fine then. Just use a trident. 1d6 is fine.
Okay, it's 17 to hit the dwarf.
So you picked up the pitchfork from the dockmaster's house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 17 to hit the dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay, so you stab the dwarf. The dwarf looks up at you, and he goes, "Oh, you made a big mistake today." Roll for initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Do you want to know how much damage I did to him, or just
Yes,
that I hit
please.
him?
I do.
Okay, I didn't know if it mattered.
He's a metal dwarf.
I did 7 piercing damage with the trident.
Perfect. 7 piercing damage. Perfect. So it's impaled him. He looks critically injured, but he hasn't gone down. Are you able to lift him up or anything? Like, he's still impaled on that.
No, but I do get 2 attacks per action. Do I get to hit him again?
Sure. Let's finish this.
Okay, that's 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Perfect.
And 11 piercing damage.
Okay, so you stab him a second time. Describe how you kill him.
So the first one is just stab down to the legs, and then pull back, and as he's like yelling you made a mistake, then the next one is just through the head. A prong right through the mouth.
Yep, you kill him. Yeah, just like that. Right through the mouth. This energizes the dwarves all around. So let's get your initiative rolls, please.
19.
Oh my gosh. Despite having a +8 to initiative now, an 11.
That's alright. I got a 4.
Blood Skunk has 11.
Yep.
Sirius
Sirius clearly didn't think there was going to be more fighting because it's 4.
4 and
9.
9 for Dr. Spider. Okay. Perfect. Okay, Hope, you're up first.
Okay, Hope will back up off the plank. Wait, no, she's gonna fight her way onto the ship. She's not gonna back up. She's gonna walk forward, and whoever is there first, is it the hairy ass one?
He's across the way, but you'd have to fight through. You'd have to fight through a few. There's none of them are on the planks anymore, but there's a pile. Like there's a gathering of maybe 12 on the other side, and there's a gathering of a 6 maybe on your side. So let me just draw this out here. There's about 6 here. It's 12 on the other side, and the Taskmaster. Okay. So you got about 6 in your vicinity. Actually 5, because Asterius killed one. 12 on the roughly 12. You're not quite sure. And there's a large amount on the ship doing work who've dropped everything and are watching what's happening.
All right, cool. Hope is gonna fight her way onto the ship. So the first one she runs into, she's gonna stab.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Oh, it's a 19, so it's a natty.
Yep, you're a champion, so that's a critical hit.
All right, let's get some damage. Sadly, daggers are not super weapons, but pretty good. 20 damage.
Okay, describe how you slaughter the first dwarf as you get on the other side.
This one's going to be through the gut, and she's going to raise the dagger and then bring it around to the side to go for the next person.
Okay, perfect. You kill the first one. Next attack roll, please.
16.
Okay, and your damage dice, please.
That would be an 11.
Okay, so you kill the second one. Describe how you kill it.
It's going to go into the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's going to pull it out. And as the body falls, she's going to go for an upper stab on the third.
There's a third attack. Okay.
Yeah. 16 again.
Okay, damage dice, please.
It's an 11 again.
Okay, that's a kill. Describe your killing blow on the third swing.
And then as it comes up, it'll get the third one in the jaw. And then she'll wrench it out.
Okay, so you just walk across the plank and you take out 3 dwarves, with 3 swift dagger strikes. As you make your way through the 12 that have turned into 9 between you and the Taskmaster. All right, Bloodskunk, it's your turn.
Okay.
There are 5 local to you. There's 9 near Hope on the boat, and there are, of course, 80 or so other ones on the ship as well.
All right, let me ask you this. It's a range question. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right, before I do that, we're going to do... I'm conjuring an animal.
Okay.
And it will be a... Hold on. Because we have stuff in different places and different elevations, it is going to be a giant wasp.
Okay, there's a giant wasp now on the battlefield.
All right, and...
Describe how you summon it.
I'm always tempted to do like Nash summons things, but I'll just go... I'll just yell, I was told as a young Holoquinari that WASP stood for We Are Satan's People! And then I'll just form a wasp.
Okay. All right, the wasp just emerges, a giant wasp, I presume?
Yeah, great big wasp. I'm going to cast that.
When does it enter into initiative?
It says, hold on a second, do I have to roll for that? Hold on.
No, it might talk about... There might be rules somewhere. I wasn't... conjure animals, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I summon a face spirit, take the form, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. So roll your initiative.
Okay.
And do you have...
Oh, you know what? Since he's a half or lower, I can actually have 4 of these. So hold on a second. In the single... Yeah, can I conjure all at once? I haven't actually done this.
Can't find wasp. Are you sure wasp is a...
Giant wasp is listed as the sample creature.
I think I have filters on. 1 sec. Alright, giant wasp is a half CR?
Yeah, which means I can do 3 more. The question is...
So yeah, 4 beasts of challenge rating half or lower, so you can get up to 4 of these guys.
Yeah, alright, so let me do... You know what? Here's what we're going to do. 1 giant wasp. 1 giant goat.
Wait, can you mix and match?
Oh yeah. Any beast in the half range.
I like that it's a menagerie. It's not a swarm of wasps. It's a wasp, a goat.
Yeah, I want to make it interesting. So the bow has to track them all.
Like old dowries.
Unless it's easier for you to track just 4 wasps than it is to track 4.
Oh, no, it's fine. So you want a giant wasp?
Yeah, a giant wasp, a giant goat.
Uh-huh.
Is anybody in the water? Like in the water?
There's no water.
Okay, no water anywhere.
These are
these are airship stuff.
I was interrupted in the middle of the description, but like there are these brackets on the ground, like it's a deep pit. You know when they're building ships, you see those big like U-shaped things that hold the ships in.
Yeah.
Like they're on those. Like below, there's nothing. It's just a fall and death. Like there's nothing
Gotcha.
there.
All right.
Ground.
Then our reef sharks, our reef shark, and our giant seahorse will have to wait for a different day. All right. I would also like. Actually, I have an idea. All right, we're gonna go 3 wasps, 1 ape.
Okay, 3 wasps, 1 ape.
Yep, the ape I'm gonna kind of have guarding me, sort of my, act as my tank, and then these wasps are gonna DPS.
Make 4 initiative rolls, please.
All right, here we come.
Oh no, sorry, you rolled for them as a group, I think.
Right. And do I get my same modifier, or do they have a separate modifier for that?
They have their own modifiers. You actually have to roll 1 for each group. So you're going to have to roll 1 for the giant wasp and for the ape, but you need to get the stat blocks for the giant wasp and the ape.
All right.
To know their modifier. You said ape, right?
Ape, yeah. Ah, crap, I don't have it up. Hold on.
So I can tell you the giant wasp has a initiative modifier of +2.
Okay, I'm doing that now. All right, let's give that roll.
Same as the ape.
Same as the ape. So wasps and apes are 2. All right, here we go. For the wasps, it's 14.
Okay.
And for the ape, 15.
Okay. And does it describe that they have a turn immediately just because their first turn, or they start in the next round?
They start in the next round, I think, but let me just make sure. I think so. Let's see. Summon creatures friendly to you. Roll initiative for the summon creatures as group, which has its own turns. They obey.
Yeah. They enter into the initiative order. So because we're at 11 right now, they'll go next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. That's your
awesome.
action.
That is my action. That is my. I'll move some range back. Let's see. How far away is the closest dwarf?
I mean, they're within about 30 feet of you right now.
I'll back up another 10.
Okay.
Just to be back behind my ape a little bit.
All right, so you're behind a bit.
Yep.
BS, blood skunk, spider, serious.
BS.
Okay, perfect. Hope would be on the boat at this point. Okay, so that brings us to Dr. Spider. Dr. Strand Spider? Paging Dr. Strand Spider?
Excellent. Is Hope blocking the plank to get onto the boat?
No, Hope's on the other side. She's killed 3 dwarves. She walked over the other side and dispatched 3 of them with 3 strikes.
Okay. You said there's 80 in the boat?
Yeah, like standing on masts and towards the back. Like, it's a big frigate, right? So there are dwarves like up on top on the that cup thing that holds people up high. Like, there's some coiling rope on the end, and yeah, they're all over. The place is lousy with the workforce.
How big is the boat, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, I don't know. Big, like 100 to 200 feet in length. Is that long? I don't no idea. It's a big boat. It's a big commercial boat. If this was Elite Dangerous, we'd be on a carrier ship, not a little attack ship. It's a big. It's for lugging. It's for hauling stuff around.
Okay. I would like to cast my Sickening Radiance on the biggest pile of dwarfs I can see. Okay. And it's a 30-foot sphere that moves through walls. Pardon me.
So there's 2 big piles. There's one right in front of you, like that's 5 dwarves. There's one across where Hope's standing that has about 9. And they're all kind of spread out in other places. You don't have a good tactical shot per se on any dwarves, because they're all kind of spread out and working throughout the ship. So if there's one in particular, would you want to shoot at Hope, or do you want to just shoot at the best available spot on the ship?
I would like to place it on top of the ship in such a way that it would block anybody from emerging from the bottom levels.
You can do that. Yeah, absolutely. All right. And you're casting Sickening Cloud?
Sickening Radiance.
Sickening Radiance, thank you. All new spells. I have no idea how they work. All right. Dim greenish light spreads within a 30-foot radius. Sphere. This light spreads around corners and it lasts until the spell ends, which is 10 minutes. Concentration. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a con saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage. Suffer 1 level of exhaustion. Ew. And emit a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius. That's awesome. This light makes it impossible for the creature to benefit from being invisible. The levels of exhaustion go away when the spell ends. Oh, interesting. But you could, if you stay there too long, you could just die if you were there for 6 rounds. That's crazy. Okay, so you fire at the area of the ship that is towards the back, preventing people from coming up, or if they do come up, they have to move through it. Perfect. It is done. As well, you catch 2 dwarfs in the blast. Constitution saving throws. Pass. Fail. So one of the dwarves immediately begins glowing green and just immediately starts throwing up all over the deck. And he's glowing green and he's like and he's throwing up.
Foul.
Asterius, you're up.
All right, Asterius is going to enter his rage, and as he does, out of his hands, bony protrusions start to sprout from his knuckles and angle into sharp claws coming off of each knuckle, and he's going to grow claws, and then he's going to throw a trident, his pitchfork, sorry. He's going to throw his pitchfork at whatever dwarf he can see that's within range of throwing a trident.
Okay. All right. You're going to throw your trident at the nearest dwarf.
Yeah, for the first attack, throw the trident.
That's awesome.
Do it. Attack roll.
That's what you should do with a trident.
Okay. And this is all going to be reckless. He's in a reckless mood. It's all reckless.
Yep.
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Okay, it's a hit.
Right. That's going to be 10 piercing damage from the flying trident.
Okay. That takes out 1 dwarf. So there's 4 near you.
Are they within melee range?
They are.
Okay, then I'm going to take, as my second attack, I'm going to take a swipe with my claws at the nearest one. Again, it's all reckless. So the best roll is going to be a 23 to hit with the claws.
Okay, it's a hit.
Okay, that's going to be 9 slashing damage with the claws.
Okay.
And
kill that one.
The feature of the claws is that whenever I use it for a part of an attack, I get to attack again with it.
Okay.
So targeting another dwarf with another attack. That's going to be an 18 to hit.
It's a hit.
That's 13 slashing damage to another dwarf.
Okay. So you throw a pitchfork at one dwarf, impaling it and killing it, and then you slice 2 with your claws, killing them both, tearing their throats from their necks.
And the only other thing he does during all of this is he just yells in a rage, "I'm the captain now!"
Okay, perfect. All right. Now it is the dwarves' turn. You've successfully dispatched 3 more. Okay, there's still a large force, and they all, many of them seem to run to one particular area now upon the boat, and they begin, as they run towards the boat, the first ones to arrive start pulling out crossbows and throwing them at their friends. So they're pulling from this crate that's filled with, that they know has like armaments in it. Got crossbows. One guy takes a crowbar, lifts it off. Another dwarf comes in, starts throwing them out. And now everyone's getting armed. If one guy's nearby, it gets tossed 2. And then one takes the 2, tosses 1 to the other one. Within seconds, the entire dwarven army is armed with ship is armed with ranged weaponry. That takes up the bulk of their turn this turn. They also move away from Hope and get into cover and get ready to release a barrage upon you. Hope, it is your turn.
Okay, so Hope seeing this is just going to keep moving forward, stabbing at dwarves that are nearby.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's going to be very much like last time, where it's attack a dwarf, attack a dwarf, attack a dwarf.
Mm-hmm. Give me 3 attack rolls for expediency's sake.
All right, let's get that going here. All right, first one is a 24.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is a 24.
Okay.
Third one, 13.
Perfect. Okay. So the first 2 are hits.
All right, damage.
Oh, sorry. No, all 3 of them are hits.
Oh, awesome. All right, first one's damage is 9.
Yeah.
All right, second one's damage is 9.
Okay.
All right, third one, if it'll let me click the auto roll, there we go, is an 11.
Okay, perfect. So you take out 3 more dwarves as you enter the ship, and it can, continue your annihilation. That's 3 more dwarves in that area. However, you get them as they're running away, and so you capture, like you chase down 3 of them within melee range and get out of range. But the rest of the dwarves have taken up, they're not far from you, but they've taken up cover. They've been throwing hand crossbows and are, hiding out on the ship.
Okay. What's the biggest grouping?
They're not grouping. They're all pretty spread out actually at this point. There's no like they were grouped up at the there's a couple still grouped up at the armament crates on the other side of the ship, like where you are. I would say, like, whatever it is, if it's port or bow or whatever, like the other side, not the side that walks onto the docks, but the other side. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
So it's on. So there is a grouping of dwarves there that are, that have been tossing hand crossbows to people, getting everyone armed up to face you down.
Okay, cool. And are they, would you say, within a 20-foot collection area?
Yeah, there's a number of them, and the arm, the crates of weapons.
Okay, in that case, Hope will use her action surge to give herself one more action, and she will cast Sleep over that area.
Okay. So you have to roll. At what level is this spell being cast?
Let me see here. I think it's just gonna be the first level. It's part of the hand.
Oh, it's part of the hand. Okay.
Yeah. And it says first level.
Sorry, let me... Yeah, usually with the equipment, you can't empower them, just the spells So Sleep, yeah, it says first. So you're casting at the first level, so you roll 5d8. Yeah, 5d8.
All right, let me get that going here. So we're going to do 5 of these d8s. It's going to be a 31.
Okay. So... I'm doing math. Okay, you're able to put 3 dwarves to sleep.
Perfect.
Nice.
So 3 dwarves are sleeping on the other side near the ammo crates now.
Finally, a proper sleep spell in this game. That's great.
All the dwarves are just standing there like...
Awesome.
All right. Anything else you can do with your turn?
That would be it. Wait,
All right.
wait. I still have a move. Are there crates that she could go hide behind?
Yep, there are crates.
All right, she wants to go hide behind crates to hopefully give disadvantage to those that would use range to fire at her.
Perfect. All right, you go behind a crate. You find one that's safe, away from folks, away from the assailants, and you're under half cover.
Awesome.
Perfect. Blood Skunk, you're up.
Okay.
Actually, nope. Sorry, the ape is up first.
Oh, okay. The ape we're going to leave in kind of guard mode. And it says here that when you do that, and it's not really a mode, but basically if I don't command them, they will defend me and their position. So that's what I want the ape to do. Stay there and just be kind of... like John when he was an ape. Oh, no, that was Stanley.
Yeah.
Not...
I was also an ape once.
All right. Stereos. I was thinking Stereos.
The ape stands near you.
Yeah, he stands near me to guard me. That's his whole thing. The wasps Are they next? Because they were next in line, I think. Weren't they?
Yep.
In initiative? Okay. They, since I don't really have a visual here of who to attack, I will have them attack the 4 closest dwarves to me, no matter how spread out they are, or 3 rather. Have those 3 wasps fly to each of the closest dwarves and attack them.
Okay, perfect. I don't know what they do.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hold on 1 second.
So you can do a sting. That's it. One. The poison damage reduces the target stable, but poison for. Okay, yeah.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Giant wasp.
There you go.
So they only have 1 attack, and they can do 1 thing, which is sting.
Yeah, sting. It's a melee weapon attack plus 4 to hit. Reach 5 feet. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and do that. I'd like to sting the first idiot, please, or the first dwarf.
Okay, roll your attack roll, please.
All right. Incoming. Come on, dice roller, don't fail me now. That'll be a 16 for the first one.
Okay, 16 for the first one. It's a hit.
It's a hit. Okay, and let's see. We're gonna do 1d6 plus 2 piercing. So 1d6 plus 2. 6 damage.
Okay, and then he does a saving throw. He succeeds.
Oh, I didn't
So
even
he
do
takes
damage.
half 3d6. So you roll 3d6 as well. So it's 1d6 piercing damage and then poison damage on top of it. So
so
I
wait,
take half the damage, but you're going to roll 3d6
right
for the poison.
So let me do the 3d6 for poison. Jeez, numbers suck. 9 total.
Okay, perfect.
So 3 for the main damage because that's half a 6, and then 9
All
for
right, so if
poison.
the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for an hour. Even after regaining hit points, it is still paralyzed and poisoned. Okay, so the first wasp poisons a dwarf, and he goes, and he just falls over, paralyzed. He has 0 hit points, but he's not dead. He's just standing. He's just lying there, paralyzed.
I'm so glad I picked him and not a goat, because the goat would have been stupid. What would he have done? Or something.
We got
That's
2
a
more of
horse.
these to do.
All right.
In this and sleep, we might have a crew when we're all done with this mess.
Yeah, that's
this
true.
Is great.
This is great. Okay, sorry. Next wasp. You ready, Bo?
Sure.
Okay. A 17 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay. Damage dice. 5 this time.
5. Okay, and then now roll saving throw. 1. All right. So do your damage with the poison as well.
All right, so that's 5 main damage or piercing, and then we got another 9 poison.
Okay, so second dwarf goes paralyzed.
Okay, awesome.
We got 2 paralyzed dwarfs.
And then my third
Okay.
B. Let me roll for him. 12 to hit. I mean, okay. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. 7 on main damage. And 12 on poison.
Okay, the third one goes paralyzed.
Sweet. Mission accomplished.
Perfect. All right, Dr. Bloodshed, it's your turn now.
Oh, it's my turn? Would you call me Bloodshed?
Blood skunk. I called you Bloodshed. Blood skunk.
Bloodshed Henderson.
Sorry. All right. Sorry, I'm all excited about my wasps. I forgot to think about me. Let's see here. Let's do... I think for now I'm just going to fire an arrow at the closest dwarf who isn't paralyzed.
Okay.
So I will pull back my bow, and I will do this for hit. Hold on. 22?
22.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
All right. I would hope so. And let's see. For... what's my longbow? Hold on 1 second. 1d8 plus 3. D8 plus 3. Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Yep.
Perfect. And the poison? Or no, there's no poison.
There's no poison with that one, yeah.
All right, so if this is an arrow, it just does 8 damage?
Yep. Real simple.
All right, it shinks into a dwarf, and the dwarf goes, "Huh!" "Oh no!" And then he falls over off the side of the ship entirely. He just goes, "Ah!" And he falls off the side.
Yeah. And I can tell you for a very small second, Bloodskunk would be concerned about losing an arrow, but then remembering how many he has with him, and he won't worry about it anymore because he has a lot of arrows.
How many do you have right now? Can I get a count?
I don't remember. What was it like? What was it?
You started at 400, and yeah, you should be at like 390 something.
Did I wrote this down. Hold on. I am at 397.
You sure about that?
Yeah, that's what it says. I wrote 397.
Seems like it'd be a couple more. All right, that's fine. Dr. Spider, you're up.
I'm sorry, 396. That was my 300. That was the one that would take it to 396. It was previously 397.
I'm sure we won't go through all the arrows in this campaign.
No. That's the whole idea.
What is this, World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
All right. 400 arrows. Dr. Spider, your turn.
I would like to focus my radiant launcher upon a group that is within a 10-foot radius of each other.
Okay.
And I will cast Flame Strike.
Flame Strike.
Yes, but this is divine fire, so it doesn't light anything on fire.
Okay. You don't have the pyromaniac talent? Wait, what's the noob talent on one? I can't remember.
Oh, convection?
There you go. Yeah. Is that with convection?
No, I'm not questing.
It was a poorly said joke. All right.
It was on brand.
So
I like it.
casting
Thank you.
Yeah, it was good.
Flame Strike. Okay, Dexterity 16 is a save. Okay. So there's 3 dwarves that you're capturing this column. Fail. Fail. And fail. 3 failures. So it's a vertical column of divine fire roars down from the heavens in a location. Oh, wow, it goes down.
So I basically shoot the radiant launcher up, and it kind of arcs over and turns into this raining divine fire as it comes down on the group of 3.
Cool.
And that would be 24 damage.
Per?
12 of that fire, 12 of that radiant.
Okay, you clean up 3 dwarfs from the vicinity of Hope, and they go down to... They're also under cover, so nailing them's pretty good. As you shoot up, the ordnance comes down. This magical light just go, and you see like the dwarven outlines just turn into charred skeletons and fall over into heaps of smoke.
Awesome.
Anything else you'd like to do?
If there's been room made on the ship, I will advance onto the ship.
Okay, there is room on the ship. Yes.
Cool. I will advance.
You advance. You're now upon the ship, and you find some cover near some crates. Hopefully, they don't have explosives in them. Mysterious, you're up.
All right. Any more in melee range immediately?
There's 2 more on your side, and then all the dwarves on the mainland, so to speak, are cleared up.
All right, great. I'm going to go ahead and do an attack on one, a reckless attack with the claws.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 26.
Okay.
Which is going to be 10 points of slashing damage with that claw.
Yeah.
Did it die?
10 points? Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then, as the claw feature for using it, I'm going to do another claw attack to the next one.
Yeah.
Like Wolverine today.
Yeah.
I like
Berserker
it.
Rage going. That's going to be 23, I believe. Why is it hiding my dice? Yeah, 24, actually. There we go.
24. Okay. That's a hit.
And the damage for that one is going to be 12 slashing damage to that dwarf.
Okay. Perfect.
Then, okay, so that exhausts all the immediate melee targets, right?
All right. Yeah, you slay the 2 remaining dwarves.
So now I am going to just start running towards the next dwarves that I can get to.
They're on the ship.
All right, we're going up the ship.
All right, so you stomp across the plank. The plank snaps under your huge weight. I need a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity save.
To avoid falling into the pit.
That's fair. That's a 6.
Okay.
Hold up.
The plank snaps, and you're in free fall. There's a hold up.
I'm checking my reaction on my web blast.
I think I'll be fine.
Okay, you go for you.
Think let's. So what I would do is I would. Let's see here. I still have my bonus action. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I might need your web blast.
Sadly, mine is a bonus action too.
Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna do then? I mean, it's 6 seconds. This will all go pretty quick.
While you decide that, I'm just going to get dice ready in case you don't figure it out.
Oh no. Let's see here. Use a bonus action, so that's fine.
How do I make this guy a bard?
So I'm in the middle of falling as I was stepping up the planks. Let me just ask you if I can do this. As a bonus action, I can manifest my echo, the shadow form of me.
Okay.
Can I have him, instead of an attack, because I still have an attack left, reach down and grab me?
Where is your... Sorry, is your shadow up?
Well, the bonus action would be to manifest it right at the edge as I'm falling. And then have its action grab me.
Yeah, I don't know how this class works. I think you're asking me if you can do that, and I'm like, I have barely any idea. What is the feature called?
Commence link. It's called Manifest Echo.
You can use bonus action to magically manifest an echo of yourself in an unoccupied space. You can see within 15 feet of you. The echo... You dismiss it... you mentally command the echo to move up to 30 feet. Okay. As a bonus action, you can teleport, magically swapping places. But you can't do it on the same turn because it's too
Right, because it was a bonus action to summon it, so I can't do another bonus action to use it.
Creature you can see echo moves that you can use your reaction. Even if you could do that, you can't reach. So you're in the middle of a wood plank.
Okay,
Like,
so I was in the middle of it when it broke.
Yeah, you're falling. Yeah, you're falling down.
All right, well,
Yeah,
hopefully I'm just close enough to swap by next turn, I think. There's nothing else I can grab out at or anything to stabilize myself?
No, I guess not.
Okay.
All right.
That's it then.
Let's see. So I've got this. It's 1d6 per 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Remember that, right? Yeah.
Am I hitting in the same turn? There's no, like, delay?
No, you're falling. It's done.
Okay.
You're in the hole. If you got a reaction speed, like well, I
just mean you're rolling damage. As in, I've hit as well. I'm not.
Yeah,
just...
you're gonna hit the ground like this turn right away.
Okay.
12, 24, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so
And you fall 100 feet to the ground below. You leave a minotaur-shaped imprint in the ground. And it's still your turn.
I'm sorry, what was it? It was 36?
36 bludgeoning. 3-6.
Okay. So...
You're fine.
That's going to be... Yeah, that's 18 damage because I was raging. We're going to be okay.
Yeah.
And I had temporary hit points.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I'm 100 feet down now. My echo's gone because I fell outside of the space. There's nothing to attack down here.
There are ladders leading up. There's like service ladders along the wall.
Okay. Sirius will sheepishly begin climbing the ladder.
All right.
But angrily, but climbing.
Yeah, it's going to be about 3 rounds. 3 rounds at 60 feet, climbing up 60. It's going to be about 3 rounds to get back in the fight.
Okay.
Starting next round. All right, now it is time for the dwarves. And Hope, you sort of peer over the side to see how the battle's doing. You hear, like you were ducked under cover, so you watch Sirius run across the plank and go, and just, and just fall down. And then all you see is Bloodskunk behind him with all of his eight bodyguards.
I have a DM inspiration. I should have rolled that on the saving throw. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
But Bloodskunk's there, and Dr. Spider has, made it across, and he's nodding to you. And you look to see the dwarves, and you look up, and you see the dwarves are all armed, and there's a massive amount of them, and they all have their crossbows trained on your location, and they get ready to fire. We're going to take our break now, because I have to do 76 attack rolls. So I'm going to do that on my break, and we'll see what happens later.
Remember, they all have disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Do they? From what?
Aren't I hiding? Doesn't that give them disadvantage?
You have half cover, so
Half cover.
it increases your attack. It increases your AC, I think, by 2 or by 5. I think full covers you can't be hit. I have to look that up.
Okay.
But yes, they do get some disadvantage, just not literal disadvantage.
All right. We're going to take our break then. So come back, everybody. We'll be back right in a second. I'm a quiver.
I'm quivering in my quiver.
All right. We have returned, and we are now back at it. All right, Bo. You're doing some good math today, by the way. I'm impressed. You got to keep track of a lot of stuff.
Thanks.
For real. Like, I couldn't do it. I just can't keep track of all those dwarves.
I'm terrible at math.
Yeah.
Math. I am terrible at math. I had to pull up a calculator app just to figure out how much damage I took from falling.
Right.
All right. So, Hope, you are couched behind a wall under cover. A hail of 10 bolts comes fizzling your way. Unfortunately, some of them clip you on your leg and exposed, because just part of you is exposed, and you actually get hit with 3 of the shots. The first one does 5 piercing, second one does 8 piercing, and the other one's a crit, and it nails you in the head for 13 piercing. It's like splits your skin. So the total would be 26.
Got it.
I believe. You said it was good at math, and yes, 26. Pretty sure. 26 piercing, and then the Taskmaster calls out to you and says, "That's far enough, lass."
Wait, isn't the Taskmaster dead? Wasn't he the first one to die?
Nope, he wasn't one of the. He had 12 dwarves in front of him that took all the hits.
Oh,
He ran
I
for
thought he
cover.
was the. I thought he was the guy I stabbed.
No. You stabbed people on the other side. The Taskmaster was on the boat, and he's gone for cover, and he yells out, "That's far enough." Now, the moment you poke your head out, I've got 60 dwarves gonna shoot you. And you can't see him as you look around. You peer around, and as you peer around, you hear, and then it hits the crate that you're hiding behind. You duck back down. Everyone's hunkered down with cover and has crossbows.
Okay.
Now, do you want to continue with the turn order, or do you want to parlay?
Let's see, parlay seems silly at this point because why would he want to talk?
I mean, I don't mean he's not offering you parlay. I'm just saying, do you want to resolve this with your conversation, or do you want to continue fighting? It's up to you.
That's the question.
You're next in the turn order. In fact, why don't we just move to your turn? The other dwarves, presumably ready actions.
Yeah. All right. Back across the way. There are, I'm assuming, boxes, cargo, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you look back to the Dockmaster's house, and you see a gnome bolt out of it, going, "The Dockmaster's dead!" Ah! And he's just yelling, and then the other gnomes are like, "What? Someone get the harmonium! The Dockmaster's dead!" and then you see, other gnomes sort of move together, do a small group, and talk to each other, point at you, look in your direction,
Oh,
and
okay.
then one of them gets tapped and runs immediately off behind the house, presumably to go get help.
Okay, gotcha. Let's see. Okay, so Hope is going to look at Dr. Spider and Blood Skunk.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to... Oh, we're Sirius. He's still climbing up, right? 3 rounds?
Yep.
3 rounds.
About 18 seconds to get back up.
Okay. And there's no way she could crawl to the edge of the ship and look down?
You're taking a risk coming up from behind your cover at this point. You can do anything you want, but you know that as soon as you know that there's a lot of... You don't know how many. You know it's a lot. If you move, you'll be shot at.
Yeah. Okay. So move, I'll be shot at. I can see Dr. Spider. I can see Blood Skunk, but Sirius is down in the pit. Okay, so here's what Hope is going to do. Across the way, sure, there are crates, there are boxes, there are things to hide behind, correct?
Across the way?
Across, yeah.
Like...
Off the ship on the dock area.
Yeah, there are places to hide off the ship, yes. There's piles of crates and boxes. Things to find. You got maybe a 60-foot run to get to one.
Okay, cool. So Hope is going to cast Teleport. And she's going to teleport herself, Dr. Spider, and Blood Skunk to an area she can see that's next to good cover, and then duck behind the cover.
Okay, let's see here. This is the teleport from your hand again?
Yeah.
All right, you burning those charges?
Not too fast.
No, I'm just asking, you're burning those charges, right?
But yes, I'm marking them.
Okay, teleport. Spell instantly teleports you up 8 willing creatures that you can see. Perfect. Okay. And sorry, where do you want to teleport? The range is 10. Why does it say 10 feet?
Oh, that's a good question.
Is that how close the allies need to be?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the range. Yeah, the range is people you can see. Dr. Spider's probably within 10 feet of you. Blood Skunk's too far.
Okay, cool. So it would just be Dr. Spider and Hope then.
Okay, so you're gonna just do a quick jump over to a safer cover off the ship.
Yes.
Perfect. Describe how that works.
All right. Hope again is gonna curse under her breath, and then she's gonna angrily look over and see Dr. Spider, and then in a puff of black smoke, and they'll appear off the ship.
The hand glows runes and markings as you do it.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So you bamf, teleport off of the ship with Dr. Spider onto a safer area on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he's right behind you, and you're there, remaining undercover.
Yes, and then
you teleport to a spot that you were open, but you were quick enough to just jump undercover. So the dwarves are aware that you teleported.
Cool. That's fine. And then she'll stay behind cover and wait for Sirius and Blood Skunk to rejoin, assuming they rejoin.
Okay, perfect. Then it's the ape's turn.
Okay. Is anything within reach of the ape right now, enemy-wise?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then he will remain vigilant as my guard.
And your 3 wasps.
Yes. They will now head for the next closest 3 dwarves to them.
Okay.
And sting them.
All right. As they move, all right, make your attack rolls.
All right. Here's the first one. A 23? That can't be right. Hold on. They're not +5.
You rolled a 23?
Yeah, but they're not +5. I've got the wrong modifier. Hold on. Oh, +4 to hit. So I'm off by 1. Hold on. Okay. A 24. It's actually higher than the last one, but a 20.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20. Sorry, nat 20 and 4 modifier.
All right. Roll your damage dice and your poison damage
All
as well,
right.
please.
Good lord. All right, here we go. Damage dice. 6.
It's a crit, right?
No,
So
it
two.
is a 4 and a 2. So 2 it's 2d6.
No, you rolled a 20, right?
Oh, right.
So double damage dice on crits.
So, all right, in that case,
So keep that dice you rolled.
yeah, 6 plus the following. 7, so a total of 13.
Okay, perfect. So the wasp just stabs one of the dwarfs right in the eye and kills it outright.
Sweet.
Doesn't paralyze it. It just goes ah! You just hear yelling from behind as the wasp just nails him right in the eye. Okay,
Sweet.
second attack roll.
Love it. Okay, second attack roll. This is a 21. Not natural.
Okay,
No.
roll your damage dice and your poison dice.
Okay. Damage dice is 6 again. 4 and a 2, and then 9 for the poison.
Okay. All right, he saves on the poison, so it's halved to 4. What was the first one? Roll.
6, so 3.
That still gets him. All right, you
Okay.
paralyze another one. There's 4 paralyzed dwarves on the ship now.
Sweet. Then my third dude. Let's roll for him. Ooh, 6 to hit.
It's a miss.
Yeah.
The wasp it tries to sting his like belt and it doesn't do anything.
All right, total whiff on him then.
Yeah. All right, now it's your turn.
And now my turn. All right. So the last guy hit with a relatively, not a big deal arrow, but it knocked him off the edge and took him out. Is there anyone else I would see from my vantage point that I could say, oh yeah, that guy's he's also in a
Can't
perilous
see anyone.
position?
They're all undercover. You kind of know where they are a little bit. You see like pieces of hair hanging off the side or someone's leg not fully covered, but everyone's either behind like a banister, a railing, a mast.
Okay,
they're all undercover crates.
Then I will aim for an exposed leg.
Okay.
So
Make your
any
attack roll.
dwarven leg I want to get. All right, here we go. 20, not natural.
Okay, it's a hit.
Okay. And damage. 7 piercing damage, no other effects.
All right. The arrow goes right through, not killing the dwarf, but you're bugger! It hurts! You just hear the dwarf struggling behind a barrel of crates.
All right, that's my turn then.
He's got an arrow in the leg. Maybe he will survive. All right, Dr. Spider, you're up.
Cool, and I'm alongside Hope, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the plan, my illustrious queen?
This went better in my head.
What was the head plan, then?
The head plan, we steal a ship. We find the prison. We take the eye, and then we see what happens.
So what is the plan now?
Go home and rebuild. Start from scratch. Find some. There were ships on Earth. I remember that. We didn't see them. But maybe they were destroyed in the explosion.
If you hadn't noticed, by the way, Hope, your ring is recharged.
Yeah.
Cool, so tactically we're just awaiting Styrius coming up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got 3 rounds to climb. It's 100 feet. Well, probably not 3 rounds. Probably 2 if he dashes. Although climbing a ladder is difficult. Is it considered difficult terrain? Probably not, actually, because it's a ladder. Yeah. So 2. I think we're more like 2 rounds. He dashes up the ladder. He can clear 120 feet at least, I think.
I can also use an action surge to move more.
Oh, and if you have barbarian stuff, you might move faster. I don't know, 40 feet.
No, I've only got 30 feet.
Okay.
I'm not that good of a barbarian.
I am trying to see if I could make a grand distraction by casting Speak with Dead with one of the dead dwarves on the boat and freak out everybody and make them talk to it.
Yes.
How close do you have to be? Remember, I don't know if you caught that part, but Hope teleported you off the ship.
Right. I have to be within 10 feet. And technically the spell says you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. So I don't know if you'd allow random corpse conversation bombing.
I think the magic would be attuned in a specific way, but we did bend the rules with Hope and you.
Sure, that's more me like facilitating the questions though, so this would be a very creative use.
Do you have any upgraded versions of animating undead besides Speak with Dead?
No, I'm very much a radiant throwing heal machine.
Oh crap, I was supposed to have advantage on that dex saving throw too.
It just keeps getting worse for you.
I know, there's so many ways that it didn't need to end this way. Oh, man.
It was just sometimes shock is a thing in combat. You're just like, you have all these things, but you just don't think of it because you're like, I didn't expect this to break. What? Ah!
Yeah, I was looking for how to climb faster, and I found you have advantage on dex saving throws. Really? Wow.
Whoa, holy crap. Guardian of Faith lasts 8 hours. Okay. So at the top of the... Is the ladder that Sirius climbing attached to the boat or attached to the side?
To the wall. It's like a steel ladder fixed to the side.
Okay. On the edge of the boat, directly in front of my vantage point of Sirius's ladder, I would like to cast the Guardian of Faith, and this is the giggling, spiraling pile of babies that occupy an unoccupied square.
Okay, it's a spiral of spectral babies?
A large spectral spiral of babies.
Wow.
And they all kind of, and as they giggle, they race to the top. And
it lasts 8 hours?
Lasts 8 hours. Yes.
The Guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with your symbol of your deity. All right, but we're reflavoring this to be a pile of babies. So do they all have swords and shields? Or?
Oh, yeah, you know, they're like little cherubs. They kind of laugh, and their little buttocks float to the top and then come back down. And, they see their little, painted Renaissance junk floating around, and it's beautiful. It's adorable.
Okay, I get it. So maybe it's emblazoned upon their diapers.
Sure, beautiful.
That's
Okay,
amazing.
Perfect. All right, so how many babies are in this? Like 60?
Let's say there are 20... So there's 60 babies!
60 babies.
Many,
okay.
Many babies.
And where are you putting it? On the plank or?
Where the plank was.
Okay.
Because the plank is broken.
There's 2 planks. So one plank broke, but there's another plank still. So, okay. And they float above, in between where the planks are. All right, then.
Yes, and if any creature enters within 10 feet of that spot, they will be attacked by 20 radiant babies.
Okay. Yeah. But there are a total of 60 in the cloud of babies.
Exactly.
And so there's a cloud of babies swirling around. Like they swirl around like this, like kind of each on their own trajectory, like in this swirly circle.
But they're having a great time. They're happy.
Yeah, they're having a great time. They're chatting. They're laughing. They're looking at things. Like their little sparkles are a part of this, and some of them try to grab the sparkles. Yeah, there's a bunch of babies now floating between you and the dwarves on the ship. 60 babies.
Come no closer, or we shall dispense with the children here upon your souls.
I yell out from behind cover.
Okay. A few bolts fly out from the dwarves at the babies in reaction to them coming up, and I take it this thing, because it's a spectral ghost, it doesn't do anything to them. It just flies right through them.
Yes, it has no hit points.
Missing them. They're not dodging them. It just seems the bolts can never find them as the bolts fly through the babies. All right. Anything else I can do with your turn, Dr. Spider? Or
I will crouch back down.
Okay. Perfect. Sirius, you're up.
All right, I'm going to use my full action to dash and climb as much as I can.
Okay.
And then I will use my second wind as a bonus action to, not second wind, action surge. That's it. That's no action. to do another full action move.
Okay, so action surge doesn't replenish your movement. You just have to do another dash action, right? So you move 30 feet.
Another action, which
right. So you can use a dash.
Another dash, yes.
So you can get 90 feet up the ladder.
Yes.
All right, and I'm gonna sneeze.
Whoa! I wanted to hear it. That looked epic.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Hi, sorry. So I'm gonna give you the full 100 just for like the energy of the thing. You make your way all the way up to the top of the ladder. Now you're just at the top of the ladder, but you can see all around. You see the swirling cloud of babies. You see Hope and Dr. Spider behind a crate, and Bloodskunk's kind of standing out in the open with his 8 bodyguard. And there are a bunch of wasps flying around. On the ship, you see they've all gone to cover, and you only see little limbs hanging out from various parts of the ship.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of dead dwarves all over the place. There are like 20 or 30, I think. 31 dead dwarves. No, 27 dead dwarves, 4 paralyzed dwarves.
All right. There were no enemies at the end of this dash up the ladder, right?
No, there's nothing for you to do unless you have some ranged business.
No.
All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
And a volley of bolts fly out from the other side towards you, Hope. And actually, this time they head towards Bloodskunk because he's the one standing out in the open doing nothing. So hit. Miss. What's your AC, Bloodskunk, again?
It is, sorry, wrong tab. Currently a 14 is my armor class.
Okay. All right, you get hit with 7 of 10 arrows.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's a Borg of arrows.
Yeah.
That's a bad joke.
That's true.
7 of 10.
All right. So hang on, I got to do a bit of math here.
I'm glad John laughed at that.
It was good.
It was all right.
It.
I did too. 10 bolts fire out at you, 7 of them hitting you. The ape tries to catch them, but they're not aiming for him, doesn't hit him at all.
Are they arcing over him? Because he should, I mean, if he's in line of sight, he should take some of those, right?
Yeah, it's just they didn't hit him.
Okay.
So, oh, wait a second. Yeah, you should probably increase your AC if he's blocking them.
Unless they're going like, you know, up an arc and over, he would be in the way.
He's not a giant ape. He's a little ape.
Well, he's a...
Right, I think?
He's like a gorilla.
Because there's giant ape and there's ape. Let me see how big he is.
Oh, yeah, I guess we could find out.
Oh, he's medium. I guess, yeah, he would provide cover. Okay, so your ape takes... Well, 39 points of damage are incoming. So where's your ape? Your ape is medium, 19 hit points. All right, so the first 19 takes out the ape. So the ape jumps in front of all the bolts and just... And he goes... He's just all sad and clumped down, dispirited. You take 20 points of piercing from the remaining shots that make it through to you.
Okay, I can deal with that.
You're just kind of standing out in the open, and like all these bolts just come firing. You get hit with like 4 of them.
Okay.
All right, and yeah, why would they hold back if they know you've retreated? Yeah, the other 50 are coming at you.
Coming at me?
Yeah,
coming near the babies.
Are the babies getting any aggro?
Did the bolts do anything to does the spectral thingamabobber do anything to the bolts?
No, only if they physically pass within 10 feet.
Let me see. Hang on. Dr. Spider. Where is Guardian
the people,
of
not the
Faith?
bolts.
Any creature hostile. Okay, it's creatures, so the bolts fly through, right? He doesn't block. They don't block the bolts. Yeah. Okay, they're spectral. Okay. Yeah, 50 more shots are coming your way, Scott.
Holy shit.
All right. I've got to do this a little faster. So I rolled 6 so far. No, okay. And then 1 more. All right. So 3 out of those 10 rolls were hits. Extrapolated times 5. That makes 15 out of the 50 shots hit.
Okay.
15 shots, huh? So I'm going to roll 5 and multiply that by 3. So 12,
no reaction
13,
stuff
14,
for
15,
this.
16, 17, 18, 19 times 3 is 30, 18, 27. And then 15, 5 times. Sorry, 1 sec, almost there. 40 and 60. 100. Sorry, 60 and 57 is 130. You get hit with 137 piercing damage as the arrows fly out and just shred your body into pieces.
137?
Any reactions?
Hold on. Let me just double check features and traits real quick.
Oh.
Got freaking peppered.
Yeah, let me ask you a question. I feel like John, because the stuff he was like, oh, I could have done this. Now I just realized I could have cast bark skin on myself, I think, and that would have made me a minimum 16 armor class, which would have maybe curtailed some of your damage. I didn't do it, so I'm not asking for it, but would that have helped me? It probably would.
For sure.
Okay.
Like anything that would have boosted your AC would have helped you.
All right, well, great.
Anything that would have also boosted your armor or hit points would have helped for sure.
And you said, but, what, 137?
Do you have any reaction speed stuff? So it's now the dwarves' turn. I've decided to let them all loose at the one guy standing out in the open. So you just took 60 shots, your ape died, then you took 4 more, but then another 15 for 19 bolts hitting you. If you have any reactions, sometimes you can react to move or to do things, reaction speed, level ability or spell, class feature. Any teammates that might have reaction speed abilities might be able to help you as well. It doesn't have to be just you. It can be anyone with reaction speed ability.
Hold on, I'm looking real quick just to make sure. Honk nose isn't gonna work. That's the thing Bo made up. He really did. There's a whole thing in here about honk nose.
I made a custom race for the Harlequinari.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Yeah, I don't have any reaction that'll do anything against this.
No, the priest doesn't either.
Yeah, so 137 or 127, would you say?
It's 137 piercing damage.
I am dead.
Okay. It's not enough to overkill you, so you fall unconscious from your wounds as you guys just look at Bloodskunk and he's like,
Just like the sound of a squeaky shoe deflating.
Yeah, pretty much. As he gets filled full of bolts, and then he falls like this, like just face first. He sees. I think when Bloodskunk dies, is he kind of goes like, and he just falls face first onto the ground, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So you're now face down into the ground. You're unconscious.
Wonderful.
And your wasps, as a result, I think they dissipate as well. Maybe are they?
It is concentration, so they're gone.
Oh yeah, you've lost your concentration.
Yeah, they leave. Yeah.
All right, Dr. Spider, you're next. Bloodskunk has just been riddled with bolts.
Man, I realize I was such a target.
We can't hear you talking. I don't know if that's just you thinking, and you're muted until you're ready to talk.
I think he's just thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It is your turn.
Such a nice pause.
Okay. How was the climb up the ladder, Asterius?
Sounds exciting.
Yeah.
Really gave me a chance to read my features and find out that I probably shouldn't have fallen down the pit.
That's okay. Made for a funny moment. I like the idea of picturing a big beefy cow just go, whoop, and then just hitting the ground 100 feet down and just getting back up and being like, whatever.
Well, and he's berserking too. He's got claws out and then just
yeah, just like not feeling the pain right now. You'll feel it later.
Yeah.
All right, what I'm trying to figure out is if there's a way for me to restore my spells because I spent all 3.
As a warlock?
Yeah, I don't think there is, but there might be something hidden in here.
I think you get stuff from short resting, but I don't know that you have like a cash-in mechanic like wizards and sorcerers.
Yeah, because I can do Revivify. Is that what it's called?
Oh, Revivify. I think that is a spell.
Oh, I'd have to touch him. Yeah, I'm not going out in there to touch him.
Well, can you touch something telekinetically? Can you move things? Can the nurse drag him over so you can touch him?
No, I'm spent on nurse as well because I spent all 3 of the big boys until the short rest. So what I can do is use healing light to heal the heck out of Blood Skunk.
Yeah.
How does that work when I'm down?
You just regain that HP and you're back up.
I think you need to make your first of your death saves. I forgot that.
I think so too, because the interface won't let me do anything until I do death saves.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your first death save.
Remind me how this works. It's been a while.
Let's roll a d20. Tell me what it is.
Just a d20. That's it.
Yep. No modifiers.
Okay, hold on. Here goes. A 13.
Okay, we got 1 save. You need 3 to get back up.
Okay.
But wouldn't he rejoin at the same initiative order he went down on?
Sure.
Which means he'd be after the dwarves? Oh no, he used his turn. He did his turn and then got riddled, right?
Yes, I got hit right after my turn.
Cool.
Oh,
so,
wait a second. I might have skipped some people because I got confused. It wasn't Blood Skunk's turn. It was the dwarves who shot him. It's actually Hope's turn.
Oh.
She's first in the initiative order.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got confused and thought it was Blood Skunk's turn, and then I moved on to you.
Well, same with to solve the puzzle. Do the dwarves go before Blood Skunk?
So dwarves are a 2 initiative. They're last.
Okay, cool. So if I heal up Blood Skunk, he'll get to have a turn before dwarves go.
No, Blood Skunk's 11. Dr. Spider's 9. So you're after him.
No, right. As long as so I would heal him, then dwarves would go at the end of the initiative, fire on now heal Blood Skunk again. Okay.
Cool. That will buy you time. Like you can keep healing him and you can keep getting riddled until you figure out what to do.
In addition to your 400 arrows, you're gonna have 400 bolts.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious. All right. Well, it's Hope's turn anyway.
That's how you shoot things. You pick them out of your body and fire them. All right. Well, it's Hope's turn. Sorry, Kristen.
Looks like Pinhead right now.
Okay.
Crossbow bolts.
I should have put a little touch on it, like one hit him right in the head, like.
Okay, can Sirius get to where we are in his next turn?
Yeah, he's just he's on the other side of the crates. You can see him just emerging from the ladder. So
okay,
he's there.
I can see Blood Skunk's body, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And if I were to run out of cover, would there be opportunity attacks?
No. The entire ship has made its volley at you. Or not at Blood Skunk, I mean.
But that is...
It decided not to wait for you and kill the clown. The literal clown. Not pejorative, just the clown that's standing way out in the open.
And a small ape that he was standing behind.
and a clown and his ape. They went, you know what, let's kill the clown first, and his ape.
Okay, so Hope, she was getting caught up in her head and sad and missing home and all that, but she's gonna, slap herself and be like, no, can't go back. And so she's then gonna cast a portal underneath, because you can cast the gate portal in any direction. Mm-hmm. So she's gonna cast it where Blood Skunk is lying on the ground, and she's going to send them to Dr. Spider's lair. So she wants it to appear 10 feet above the ground in his home.
I like how you call it a home. Okay, so you're casting it underneath Blood Skunk.
Yes, so
So
he'll
Bloodskunk
fall
will immediately
through.
fall through.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then Hope will go through, and the portal will stay there. Well, she'll wait. It's a concentration spell, so she's risking injuring herself.
You've got to
So-
get through it this turn, this round. Like the other
Okay.
players have a chance to get through it this round, but I don't think it. My impression is it doesn't last long, right? What? How long?
Up to 1 minute, it says, but it's
You've
concentration.
got time. Okay. Yeah. If you get hit, it closes.
Yeah, so Hope will wait until the last second. Hopefully, Dr. Spider and Sirius can get in, and then she'll jump in immediately.
Okay. So I
as soon
won't.
as
I
they're in.
won't close it. Is it close immediately when you go through it? Does it say that in the spell text? Because I think I give them
let's
until the end of the
see.
round to get through.
And then the portal.
Because it's technically all the same 6 seconds.
The portal lasts for the duration.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
up to 1 minute.
So you going through it won't cancel it. So this is your not your last chance to go through it, but like it's your opportunity. They're not. The bolts have been fired. So
Yeah.
next round, I can't make that promise. If they see the portal and get the idea, they're probably going to hold their shots till you run for it. So this round, you're in your intuition as you tactically put together the battle map in your mind. It's like you have to go this round while you have an opportunity for the safest move.
Awesome. And then Hope's gonna go through.
Okay, you run out to the open. No one shoots at you, and you jump into the what's the style cartwheel? How do you do this?
Hope, with her determination that she's trying to piece together, she's going to stare at everyone on the ship and slowly walk to the portal.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna come out all
And then
badass
step
like.
in. Yeah, there's no running.
Okay, and do you jump? Is there a little hop when you go in, or do you literally walk right in?
She'll look down so she can see where she's gonna land, and then do a little.
Can I
hopping.
make a suggestion? Up to you completely. But since it is thinking with portals, the portals don't have to be oriented the same way at the receiving location.
That's true. So it could be the ground.
It could be you walking like an L shape into the thing, and that way, that's less of damage for the body of Bloodskunk too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Because I'm kind of rolling.
Yeah, it kind of rolls in. It kind of rolls into the ground.
The arms hanging out.
You coolly and calmly walk out, and the dwarves are watching you, but you can hear their shaking in their boots. You hear so much rattling. You're just like they're so scared. And you walk out, and you intimidate them with a look, and then you step into the portal that's on the ground. But no, you don't fall at all because it just writes you right back into Dr. Spider's lair. Okay. Anything else? Like you didn't used an action. You have a bonus action. I don't know if you want to do anything with it.
No, she'll be in. She'll make sure Bloodskunk is fully through the portal, though. So if an arm is hanging out, the dwarves would see a little arm getting dragged into the portal.
Got it. You make sure he's clear then. All right, Dr. Spider. Hope's walked across into her portal in the ground.
Cool. I will run out of the cover through the portal, and with my spider climb legs, I'll just kind of, and then a perfect turn downward into it.
Okay,
as though
perfect.
Not missing a beat. On the other side, I will use my bonus action to heal and begin healing Bloodskunk. And by the way, apparently Guardian of Faith, the pile of babies, is not a concentration, so it'll go for 8 hours after we leave.
Oh man!
Can you move it around, or do the babies just stay there?
Yeah, can they move around? Can they skitter around?
Are they a natural phenomena for 8 hours until they just naturally go away on their own?
That's horrendous.
It can't appear to be moved, so it'll be there guarding the edge of the boat. They're stuck on the boat unless they deal with the babies.
All right.
Wow.
A truly evil act.
Yeah.
All right. How much are you healing Bloodskunk for?
Let's see. There's no negative hit points, so we can just start doing it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Go from 0 to
my
whatever.
baby gun is sad. My baby gun dispenses 8d6.
You can just take the average if you want. If you can't roll right now.
I'm under attack.
Captain, I'm under
attack. I can roll.
But I
it.
managed to do it.
Okay.
And the last dice really rolled the heck out of it. Nice, good job, Digidice. Jeez. All right, 25 points.
25 points of
wow.
healing. Okay, so
You have 25 hit points.
I am
Bloodskunk.
now awake and have 25 hit points.
And as you open your eyes, you see bolts like pop out of your belly. It's like punk, punk.
Okay.
As they begin popping out, you begin the process of healing. Styrius, you're the last one there. You get up to the ladder and you see the rest of your companions jump into a hole on the platform.
How far away is the portal? Am I gonna have to dash to it?
You have to dash to it. 60 feet.
All right, we'll dash to it. Jump in.
All right. So with the last action, you run across, and do you jump into it?
I mean, I'll jump into it. Why not?
Right, just okay. Because if you're charging into, all right, you jump into it and you charge. You basically charge into the rest of the group who are just on the other side of the portal and push them all down onto the ground. All right, the portal is open behind you. You hear the clattering of footsteps approach the portal. Hope.
All right, Hope closes it.
All right, like that, you lift up your fist and the gate closes, and you're now in Dr. Spider's laboratory.
Change our mind about the ship?
It wasn't working out. We need to get you a new weapon, and we need to heal Blood Skunk. And is it Brett or Brent?
Brent.
Brent?
Brent with an N?
Yeah,
Brent. An N.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure. Now, we need to go see Brent about this.
Oh, the real boss.
He gave you your weapons, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, one of the perks of working for the guy.
We
yeah.
need to get you a new sword then.
Okay, I can ask him. Done a pretty good job. Think maybe he would approve. I don't know. He's sometimes a bit of a... We'll talk to him.
Yeah, we'll talk to him. Can you walk? And she'll look down to Brett with Blood Skunk.
I think so. There's a lot of holes in me still, and probably some bolts sticking out of me still, but I'll do my best.
Good, get up. We need to go.
Okay, I'll get up.
Dr. Spider, can you take us to the casino?
What a line. Dr. Spider, please, can you take us to the casino?
That's very funny.
All right. We head to the casino.
How do you get there?
Dr. Spider's leading us.
What an embarrassing moment. Hope, last you came here, we used your gate spell, yes?
Yes.
Well, the spider ward is very far, and I'm afraid I only have public transportation.
Then we take that.
To the train, then, my friends. To the train.
Okay. And I take it, I don't know if you want to have the creative license on this, Kyle, or not, but if you don't, I'll fill in.
Oh, as we make our way through the spider ward?
Yeah.
Oh, it's very webby.
There's a lot of webs. A lot of webs, there's a lot of, just very macabre old architecture and sculptures of spiders and spider faces and skulls and things of that nature. As Dr. Spider leads you through this long, seemingly endless crypt. At one point, there's a conveyor floor, like at a airport, you know. So Dr. Spider gets on it, and he's able to walk even faster. And as you guys get on, it zooms you through this place that appears to be filled with cocoons. You see a lot of struggling, wrapped up humanoids and other kinds of shapes in this large place, and spiders. You know, this whole spider city. All these spider people like Dr. Spider kind of working, taking temperature of the cocoons and like have these little devices and examining it. There's this whole civilization down here. And as you make your way across this large what do we call you guys again? Arachnoidica? Yeah, this large Arachnoidica civilization. You get to this place where you can see, finally, you've emerged from the caverns, and you see a large red desert and you see like giant fire plumes shooting out of volcanoes deep in the background. And there's this sulfurous smell in the air, and it's very smoky, and you feel like you have a hard time breathing. You in particular, Hope. The rest probably aren't as affected by it as much. And as he approaches, there's a railroad, and there appears to be a little demon with a transit suit on, sitting in a booth, and there's a couple of benches, and the demon's like reading a newspaper of some kind. Something on my. And as you approach the train station, he looks up from his paper. Tickets, please.
Yes, 4 tickets, thank you.
All right, that will be 10 soul coins, please.
The soul coins, of course. Should I have soul coins in my inventory?
You might have some in your soul bank account.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. How does it work here?
That's a good point. I look around at my friends.
Well, the price has gone up.
Will they pay arrows, or will they take arrows in payment?
No, frankly, but we can go to the Spider Bank and make a deposit.
What if we called them soul arrows and gave him 20 of them? No?
Why don't we just cut off your other ear and go there right away? Why are we riding on public transit? We found a better way.
Wait a second, Dr. Spider, says the demon.
Oh, yes?
Why you don't have to pay tickets. Go ahead and sit. You can get on.
Oh, and my friends are welcome as well.
Of course, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
The thing I appreciate the most about you, Dr. Spider, is you still pretend like you're a regular arachnoidica and try to pay me all the time.
Well, it is a duty. We all must be part of Spider Society.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll owe you some malpractice very soon. Thank you.
Oh, I'll take you up on that for sure. My neighbor's being real annoying.
I didn't know Dr. Spider was highfalutin.
All right, and with that, a large train rolls down the train track. It's got a big skull in the front, and it goes woo, woo, like in this demonic way. Giant plumes of flame come out of it.
The skull cart. This one's new. Oh, my baby is very tired. I must attend to it. Please enjoy the snacks in the reserve cart. Thank you.
All right. And so the train pulls up, you board upon the train, and the train begins making its way to the Kaiser International Casino. Are you guys good to just go straight there, or do you want to stop for any kind of conversation?
We can go. Is there any chance for rest in this thing?
Yeah, it was a short rest in here.
Okay. That's all Bloodskunk is going to care about at this point.
Yeah. The train, from the exterior looks like this foreboding war machine made of bone and steel and carved skeletons and skulls all around it. The whole thing is very macabre looking on the exterior. But as you get on the inside looks like a very posh, Victorian era rail cart. And so you get in, and there's chairs and booths and places for you to sleep and rooms, and it seems to be pretty empty in there. You get on in, and everything's good. There is a dining cart towards the back, and then you're in the main cart where you can just sit and enjoy the ride. Can we move along to the Kaiser Casino, or do you want to stay here for a bit?
I'm good.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right. So travel takes about 20 minutes. You're treated, Hope, to a beautiful vista of brimstone and rock structures. I mean, majestic and hugely tall mountain background and constant volcanoes, a lot of heat waves in the vision that you can see because there's so much heat all around, except you can't feel any of it. You're still quite cold. So good to be you in hell right now. So you move along the cart and you finally pull up. You see the fire lake. When the cart pulls up to a nearby station at the Kaiser Casino, you get off and you're at a station, and then you're summarily, there's a demon attendant there who's like, "Come with me," and you get off the train, and he takes you down this passageway to the basement foyer of the casino. And there you can hear the sounds of the slot machines and the tables going, and everything's carpeted and decadent and beautiful. And the concierge, which is another demon, dressed in a jacket with a bow tie and a red cap. Welcome to the Kaiser Casino.
We need to see Brent.
Do you have an appointment?
I believe we always have an appointment.
One second. And he disappears for a brief second. He comes back and he goes, "Okay, Brent will see you. Head on up to the 175th floor." And then you hear a ding, and an elevator behind him opens up.
Cool. I'll walk into the elevator.
Okay. 4 of you walk into the elevator, and you see that there are 175 buttons on the elevator panel.
All right. Hope we'll hit 175.
You immediately go, everyone gets like a little flat for a second as they go back up. You feel your stomach like launching into your head, just like that. And then you're done within like 5 seconds. And bing, and doors open. And it opens up into a beautiful carpeted, some sort of executive boardroom office. Like there's a big table with boardroom chairs, and towards the back there are some double doors. And by a desk there's a secretary. It's a middle-aged blonde human woman typing at a typewriter. Looks up at you, looks back down.
Should we just walk in?
I don't recommend that, honey.
No. What
No.
do you recommend?
Let me announce you. Who are you?
Hope.
Yes. 1 second. She stops typing. She picks up the phone, waits a second, looks at you. Brent? Yes. Hope is here. Oh, that's very funny, Brent. Okay. Puts the phone down. Brent will see you. And you hear a beep, and the doors sort of release open. These large wood panel doors.
All right.
You may go in.
Start walking in.
Have a good day.
Hope ignores it. Secretly hopes that's an evil act.
She nods to all of you as you make your way in, and as you make your way in, the door just very quietly closes. You see Brent is there with his legs on the desk. He's got a laptop on his legs, and he's looking at something. He looks up and he goes, "Hope! Good to see you again. You're back so soon. Give me some good news."
Good news, we know where the eye is, but we've lost a weapon in the process, and Blood Skunk needs a little quick healing before we can go get it.
I don't know anything about no healing, but there's your sword. You have your sword back. It appears in your hand.
Thank you, boss.
Yeah, of course. Sure. You're helping out. That's what I do for good employees, Hope, is I, reward them. Anyway, so you were saying you found the place where the eye is?
Yes, and I was wondering if you had any information, since it seems everyone in Sigil is stupid. Pencil vice.
Sorry. A pencil vice?
Pentel vice.
Pentel vice. I know a lot, but I can't say as I've ever heard of Pentel vice. Is that a new
Phlogiston space, or
is that a new theater program?
Corinthian Nebula. Any of that ring a bell?
Corinthian Nebula, Pentel vice. What was the other thing you said, babe?
Phlogiston space.
Babe.
Phlogiston. Well, that's easy. Every planeswalker knows what that is. So, you know about the prime material plane, right? That's where you're from. It's the mortal place. A lot of mortals there, getting drunk, getting high, have a good time. When they die, they come see me. Right?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so what if I told you there was more than one universe in the universe?
Okay.
Right? So like you've got your crummy little planet Earth over here, and then you've got all these other planets, but nobody lives on them. And then, you know, it's so hard for mortals to travel between them. Oh, so hard. But then what's beyond that world? Well, there's another world just like yours, full of planets and people and souls to suckle, all kinds of great stuff in there. A lot of party animals. Every disc in the prime material plane has a lot of wonderful, wonderful living beings that I love. But you asked me what phlogiston is. Well, those prime material discs, in between those discs, that's phlogiston. There's more phlogiston than there is empty space, really. Nobody knows what it is, but it's this gunky space between mortal space. Phlogiston.
Okay. Well, apparently it's in there somewhere.
Oh. So, you know, there's an expression, I think it's an Earth one. It's common in a lot of disc worlds, though. You know, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, imagine you're looking for a needle, but instead of a haystack, it is a universe-sized haystack. So knowing that Pentel Weiss is in Phlogiston is like knowing there's a universe filled with hay and one of them is a needle. You could probably spend, 100 or 200 lifetimes looking for it and still not find it. Doesn't narrow it down much. Sorry.
So you're telling me out of all of the hundreds of millions of thousands of people, souls you have here, no one, not a single being, has any experience with this?
I'm going to forgive the tone this time. I know you're having a rough go of it, but you really need to loosen up. There's always someone who knows. Even those of us with unlimited power and knowledge and wisdom still have to contend with the difficulties that you mortals impose upon us. You're always hiding things. You always want to keep things away from certain deities or certain great people, or you don't want the forces of good to find out what you're planning, so you make it an evil castle somewhere deeply hidden away. I'll tell you this, though. If it's hidden in Phlogiston space, that is a very ambitious mortal who made that place. So yeah, we don't know everything. I hope you still want to be friends with me.
Yeah.
Have you tried asking Tabacho? He's a pretty resourceful living entity.
Not yet.
Where did you come across this information?
The Council of Clowns.
Oh, and how are they doing? They're a lot of fun. I should call them. I haven't spent any time with those clowns in, it's got to be millennia. I mean, at least 20,000 years is the last time I saw one in person. And I had a great time. You'd think I'd call more.
You should.
My therapist says that, I spend a little too much time focused on my stuff and less time with the external world. And I do have to start thinking about, other deities and other, places in creation that it'd be fun to play with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. You want a drink?
I've got to get going, but thank you.
Oh, have one drink. Come on now. Don't be rude. I'm going to make you guys a great martini. And martinis appear in your hand. Ding, 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 ding. Bottoms up. He drinks his martini.
Hope will drink hers.
All right. It's delicious. and it's fairly alcoholic, so it's got a nice twang to it.
I'm gonna pour it on
Burns
my
the
wounded ear, my wrist, my severed ear. I'm just gonna go.
I love that guy. He looks at you. He just points. I love this clown.
I'll just grin at him.
So, Pentel Vice. I can't say I've heard of it. Do you know anything else about it?
We didn't get too much information.
You know who knows things about mortal stuff? Wizards, sorcerers, magic weirdos.
Liches.
Liches. Who said the word lich? I imagine the lich would be the best to ask about such things, but you know liches are dangerous, right?
But aren't we all dangerous?
Not like a lich. Have you ever met one?
Possibly.
Yeah. I know a few. They're always a big pain in the ass. Hard to make deals with. Because, you know, they're attaining power to rival people like me, so it can be a bit tense with them. I prefer a true mortal to work with. You know what I mean? You know, like if I was, working with a lich and working with a mortal, and I had to choose to get rid of one and keep the other one, I'd get rid of the lich. Trouble with liches is you kind of can't just kill them either. They've gotten pretty clever about dying, and so when gods try to smite them or eliminate them, they usually come back. Real bastards. But you know, I haven't been bested by a lich yet.
Well, thank you. This has been enlightening.
I would say a wizard, a sorcerer. Who might you ask? I mean, there's the notable names, you know, right? Could probably see if Elminster's still living. Who knows? He's a popular wizard. I think he's a wizard.
Well, thank you.
He's something magic-y. Yeah. Do you need a ride anywhere? Where are you going?
I think we're good. I wouldn't quite know exactly where we're going, but I know where we're going.
Okay. Yeah, your ring looks like it needs to be charged up. And he just takes his fingers and he goes... And the ring on your finger begins to warm again.
Oh, nice.
Why can't you heal me?
You're talking to me?
Yes. You did all these other cool things and you couldn't heal me. Why?
Very well. And he takes out his hand, and you feel your flesh begin to begin, like your sinews begin to tie back together and heal over. And he grips it a fist. And you are fully healed.
Nice. Never hurts to ask.
Yeah, don't worry. Next time, I need a favor from you, though, Blood Skunk. I expect you to help me out. Not like last time, where you gave me a lot of excuses before helping me. I just want you to say yes next time, okay?
You have we don't have to sign anything, right? Like, it's just all...
No, we're friends here. Friends do things for each other. And when they stop doing things for each other, they stop being friends.
Okay, but like... No.
I'm happy to help out a friend. You asked, you know what? I healed you, and I'm happy I did it.
And no, but just no contract, right? I can just do... Sure. Friends.
Friends don't need contracts. Friends do good things for each other. When friends ask other friends for favors, friends help friends.
Well, then the answer is sure.
All right.
I sound like Nash. I don't mean to.
You want another drink, Blood Skunk?
Yes, please.
You poured the first one in your ear. Maybe you try drinking this one. Another martini appears in your hand.
I will proceed to pour it on my ear again.
No, Brad, drink it. He laughs anyways. That's what you get for giving a clown a martini. Should know better.
I'll eat the glass while he's looking at me.
He starts laughing.
Just start chewing on it.
This guy, he's an endless font of entertainment. In fact, I'm almost thinking maybe I'm just going to keep him here. You do fine with Mysterious and Dr. Spider. I'll keep Bloodskunk.
I'll keep Bloodskunk for a little longer. That's all right.
Yeah, it's okay. You know, we want to get that thing happening that we talked about.
Yep.
Your rise to power.
Oh,
me
yeah.
there to help you. Me being the lord of all of the hells. Finally under my control.
Yep. No, I remember.
Okay.
But I have to get this eye. All right.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't help you. If it makes you feel better, I will take that information down to the torture chambers, and I will torture as many souls as I can to see if one of them will talk. You never know what comes up when you torture souls. The great thing about souls is they never go away. So even if I torture them one day, I will torture them tomorrow and for 1,000,000 more days until they give me what I want. So I usually find out what I want eventually.
Sounds good.
Yeah, also very painful.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, if that's it, I do have another appointment. You weren't on my schedule. I have to meet with the next person. You understand I didn't schedule this, so it's great to see you. I'm glad you're moving closer. It makes me feel so good that someone that works for me is making progress on something. I got a lot of people that don't make progress on their tasks, and then I've got to... What do I got to do, Bloodskunk? Oh, punish him. There you go. Gold star for you. You got it. Anyways, toodles. Thanks.
All right. And Hope will turn around and walk back to the elevator. And we're going to go back to Dr. Spider's lab because I think I know who we need to talk to now.
Okay. So back to Dr. Spider's lab?
Yes.
Anyone have anything to say, to add to this?
No.
Nope.
Let's go.
All right, so we're going to do this quickly. You return back to the bottom of the casino, taking the elevator down, back to the train. You wait for the train. It's about 30 minutes. It's a bit boring at this point. But then you get on to the train. You take the train back to the spider ward within Hell. You make your way across the conveyor belt, back through the Arachnoidica halls, and to Dr. Spider's laboratory.
All right. And the reason for this is because with Gate, if you say the name, you can summon someone to you. You don't go to where they are. So Hope is going to...
Let me look at this so I make sure I understand it. Cool. So I've seen that, but I didn't read it yet. When you cast a spell, you speak the name of a specific creature. Pseudonym, title, or nickname doesn't work. So keep that in mind. If that creature is on a plane other than the one you are on, the portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws a creature through it to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. You gain no special power from the creature. All right, so how would you like to proceed?
All right. Hope will then say, Vladimir, we need to talk. And try and pull the principal into the... I guess Dr. Spider have a waiting room, sitting room or something?
I mean, he's got his laboratory.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere to sit.
So,
Sure.
So you speak the name of Vladimir. Nothing happens. And the ring is expended.
Okay. Well, Hump's just gonna sit down in a huff then.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we need to find the principal now. Tabacho makes too many deals. I can't keep going back to him. If we can find the principal, he's from the same planet. Maybe we can share information.
Look, I've been in hell for quite a while, being a hell minotaur and all. But one thing I know is if somebody knows something that's hard to know, you're gonna be making a deal to get that information.
Yeah. So what kind of deals have you made?
I just work for Brent. That's a deal in and of itself. I don't have to make any other deals.
Gotcha.
All right, and as you say that, a portal opens up immediately before you, and the principal charges through Hope and attempts to grapple you.
Oh. What?
It's a strength. Right?
Strength or dexterity for the contest, please.
Get one of these.
15.
Okay. Immediately picks you up by the throat, but not hard enough to cause you any damage, but just has you by the throat and punches into the wall behind you and looks at you with his large metal glowing face and goes, "What is the meaning of summoning me?"
The eye.
Never do that again.
Oh,
And
we'll
he shakes you a bit.
Never again.
He doesn't let go, and he says, "What do you want?"
The eye, Pentel Vice. How do we find it? Are you old enough to know that?
I have not heard of this Pentel Vice. And then he actually lets you go, and then something about his power aura, you float down to the ground. You don't drop. It's like he drops you, but then he makes it so that you don't drop, and then you hover down to your feet, like hover down to even ground. He turns backwards from you, and he thinks, I have not heard of this Pentel Vice. Oh, it's lightning out like crazy right now. I thought that was sound.
I thought that was me too. I was like, I'm not making that sound. That's crazy.
There's a crazy thunderstorm happening right now.
Jeez.
Have you asked Tabacho where this place is?
No, I thought it was something I could find somewhere else.
Tabacho may not know either. This place you are going after is well hidden. It is hidden from the eyes of gods and hidden from the eyes of the powerful. You need to find yourself someone knowledgeable in the arcane arts.
Well, who would you suggest? I thought you were knowledgeable.
I have great knowledge, but I never knew such a place existed till this very second you told me. I will do everything I can to find out the location of this place, but I know of it not. And likely it's that way by design. I've heard rumors about one of your colleagues from Earth. The Reject. You know who I speak of?
I know exactly who you speak of.
You know, it took people like him to make the body you see now. Many trials for our technologies take place. Regardless, he has become something of an aberration. Apparently, the Nash can traverse through time.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
And how can the Nash do this?
I don't know, but he destroyed my car because of that.
I'm thinking you should ask the Nash where this Pentel Vice is.
Okay.
Maybe you leave your new friends here for later. I don't think They're very delicate right now.
Yeah.
I will make my own queries, but Hope, never surprise me like that again. Or
I
this
won't.
this what's a good word for this stuff, like this accord, this allyship? What's the alliance? Okay. Allyship. Do that again in this alliance. I will end this alliance violently.
How should I contact you, though?
I prefer not to be contacted. I'll find you. And with that, he creates a portal. Whoosh! I'll find you when you have the eye. And he walks to the portal and disappears.
All right, and then Hope will take out the dagger and turn to Blood Skunk and say, kneel.
Yes, my queen. And I'll kneel. Head down.
And she'll take the other ear.
Do you let her do that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
All
in
right.
to win here with her.
Okay, perfect. So this time Hope approaches you, pulls the E on the ear, cuts it off. Do your damage dice to Blood Skunk, please.
Oh, yes. Okay, not too bad. 8.
8. Okay, there we go.
That's not bad.
Perfect. So you take 8 damage,
Got it.
and you lose another ear, and you just have warm blood running down the other side of your head.
All right. Thank you, my queen. And I'll stand up and just grin.
This guy's so disturbing. Okay, you now have his ear, and you feel. Oh, I think the ring was. Oh no, you used it on the principal. So the ring is now recharged, and it begins to
Okay.
glow on your hand again.
All right, well, she has no idea where they're on Elhandar or anything, but she does know Nash Magard of the Solar Mines, and she'll speak his name.
Okay, let's see here. The portal is a circular opening. So you're gonna speak Nash Magard's name and summon him to you?
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Because she can't go to Elhandar.
So it keeps the portal open for the minute still, right?
If that creature, the portal opens...
And the name creatures, and he's drawn through it,
Oh!
but you can move through whatever you open.
Oh!
It doesn't
I didn't
sound.
see
It's
that.
yeah. It's just you can pull someone through and open the gate, but it doesn't say the gate behaves any differently, except for what it
Yeah.
says there.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, she'll summon Nash to her and then walk through with Nash.
What name do you say?
Nash Magard of the Solar Mines.
Okay, very good. Perfect. The portal opens up before you, whoosh, and you see a forest with a cottage in it. And Blood Skunk, you have to step aside for a second, or you just have to play both characters because Nash Magard was in the middle of tying up his bandages sitting on a rock when all of a sudden you got pulled through a portal and you're now in a spider war with a giant minotaur, a clown person, Hope, and a spider with a new... I'm assuming Dr. Spider got himself a new lab coat once we got home. So you see a Dr. Spider is there as well.
Oh, okay, so I'm in there now.
You're Nash Magard, and you just got summoned to the spider ward from your nice cottage, from Angelashi and your kids. You're now in hell.
Ah, what gives? What is this? What gives? This is
Nash,
some...
let's go back. Quick.
Wait, Hope? Wait, what? Where are we? What is this?
Come on, let's go back.
This is a
The only
trick.
way I could find you.
Stanley, who's doing this?
Come on! And Hope will walk through to the cottage side, and she'll give a little nod to
better
Blood Skunk and Sirius and Dr. Spider to stay.
Okay. You better tell Nash he's only got a minute or he's going to be
Nash,
stuck in hell.
come on! And she'll grab his arm and pull him through with.
Ah, shit. Okay, and then I won't resist,
All
but
She
I'm...
pulls you through, and the gate closes, and so we can put away the evil characters, and we're almost at the end of the show. So why don't we leave it on the image of Hope dragging Nash back from hell through the portal that she just summoned him through, walking through into the nice, beautiful glade of the biodome at Alhandar.
I love that as a final scene. That's really good.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Oh my gosh.
What an episode.
Yeah,
oh boy.
We went places.
You really put me through my paces today, Kristen.
I'm sorry.
He's like they're gonna go talk to
I feel like I just want to say this
Minutes.
for the listeners' benefit as well, that I planned everything about today assuming Hope would go through Tobacho. So we even started late because I was finishing touches on the Tobacho battle map
Yeah.
and everything. And she's like, actually, I don't step through the portal. And my brain is like, oh, fuck. Oh, no.
thought
I've been
the shipping
stressing
was
all
gonna
day
go
about
better.
today's show. And I was like, I knew something like this could happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen. So that was fun.
That was really fun.
I
I could
enjoyed
tell
that.
the minute she said she wasn't going to go through, there was a look on your face that said,
Yeah.
oh, we're not going
And
through.
everyone's like, I can't see what's going on with these 100 dwarves. And I'm like, well, there's a battle map you could have used. But I can't use this one. So you're playing blind.
Yeah.
It's fine, though. I enjoyed it. That's D&D.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's good stuff. All right. Well, we'll be back then next week with more of There Will Be Dungeons. So we hope you guys come back and